degrees and blowing dust, visibility reduced. Blowing dust, reducing visibility in Carlsbad Artesia with a high of 83 degrees. Hobbs and Lovington with a temperature of 80 with blowing dust. Now temperatures on Thursday in the upper 70s at our radio studios in Lovington, and the wind will be gusty with blowing dust. For W105 FM, I'm meteorologist Ron Alberts.
Your country plays on W105.
Be in the Breakfast Club, powered by Carlsbad Chevrolet. Online at carlsbadchevrolet.com. Text line at 877-396-W105. Brought to you by Amigo Machinery, your Kubota dealer. Online at amigo-machinery.com. Question of the day brought to you by Lovington Auto Supply, your Napa dealer. And YouTube, Rumble, and Facebook video feed brought to you by Desert Sand Water Well. Online at desertsandsnm.com.
Is it over yet?
What are you talking about?
What are you talking about?
The week.
Yeah, it's been that kind of week, girlfriend, but, hey, TGI hump day, huh?
I want to call Wednesday hump day.
Well, too bad.
That's what we're calling it.
My hump, my hump day.
Uh-oh. Guess what day it is?
It's hump day. And also,
It's showtime.
check it out.
And good morning to you. Question of the day this morning. What city makes you happy the minute that you arrive? I would love to hear from you this morning. Tell me what city makes you happy the moment you arrive. I went downstairs to get something and then forgot that I needed my glasses, which is okay because I can read perfect without the glasses. It's an aesthetic thing. So no glasses Wednesday for me. I've got these glasses, but I can't read with these glasses on. So what the hell?
That's no bueno.
So the bifocals are downstairs. So, the hell with it. All right, tweet of the day coming up this morning. Thought of the day. Today is Card Reading Day, International Mother Language Day, Grain-Free Day, Sticky Bun Day. Single tasking day. Tom, you're a single tasker, aren't you?
Yes, I am.
Yeah. The hell with putting that multitasking on you. Oh, hell no.
No way.
Single task, one at a time, please. Nikki Haley vowing to stay in the Republican primary beyond South Carolina, despite calls from folks. Hey, look, just suspend the campaign. Do you know the former AG Barack Obama gave to Nikki Haley's campaign? More Democrats have gave to Nikki Haley's campaign than Republican.
I believe that.
Yeah.
I heard that. I heard her press conference on the way after the show ended yesterday. It was kind of
Nikki
pathetic,
Haley has such a small chance of winning. They're actually calling her the Cowboys. I mean, that's how bad it is.
Right.
Ashley Biden paid off that tax lien of $5,000 to Pennsylvania. She missed payments during her father's vice presidency, his time off, and then since he's been president.
Wow.
And nothing happened.
Wow.
At this point, the Biden family will be subject to a superhero movie called The Tax Evaders. I mean, you got Hunter, not paying taxes, and then you have Ashley not paying taxes. As I said, I've been thinking about not paying taxes for a while now because, if we got money for all kind of other stuff, why I need to pay taxes?
Well, in New York, a family of 4 who are here illegally are now paid about $15,000 a year from the government.
Yep. So,
and a family of 8.
And that's just to feed them.
Yes. And a family of 8 gets $2,000 a month.
Yep. Looks like parenting YouTuber Ruby Frank has been sentenced to 60 years in prison for child abuse. Yeah, she had a YouTube channel talking about how to parent. And then was arrested for child abuse.
Oh, man.
Red Lobster going to be giving away the Endless Lobster to 150 of their customers. Starting today, while supplies last, U.S. residents will have a chance to win the endless supply of lobster.
The business must be hurting.
For 1 year. And, of course, you get those cheddar biscuits also.
That's the best thing there.
Oh. Madonna crashed to the floor as she tripped off a chair on the stage.
Mm-hmm.
She, she pulled a Biden. Did you see Biden trip again yesterday?
Yes, going up
On the shorter stairs, too.
Mm-hmm.
And he actually tripped going up the stairs.
Yes, exactly. Right.
I have never seen somebody trip going up the stairs.
He's done it more than once.
That's
It's getting
crazy.
worse. Getting worse.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, at this point, it's elder abuse, what they're doing to him.
Yeah, it is. I mean, just to keep parading him out there, not good. Morning show this morning being brought to you by Seminole Siding and Construction, trusted name across southeast New Mexico. Siding, construction, they do all your siding, roofing, metal buildings, windows, doors. They do it all. They have two different types of metal buildings, commercial and industrial types, and they can take care of if you've got an insurance. Yeah, maybe a claim with the insurance company. You haven't done anything. Get in touch with them. They'll work with the insurance company to get it done. Thinking about giving your home a facelift. They can handle that with brand new siding on the outside, windows that are energy efficient, doors, seamless gutters, and more. Go check them out at SeminoleSidingAndConstruction.com, 575-391-1430. And I'll say it again. I know a handful of people that have done business with them that are my personal friends that just rave about the awesome job that they did. SeminoleSidingAndConstruction.com for more information. 613, blow and dust today after 1 p.m. Sunny skies, high 83. Winds gusting up to 40 miles an hour. Most of the winds from the west. 30-mile-an-hour winds tonight down to about 46. And winds back up to 30-mile-an-hour winds tomorrow. High temperature dropping to only about 69 for the high. Quick check of the weather being brought to you by Twin Wells Fuel Station. Driving on 128 between Jowl and Carlsbad. Need fuel. Exit on Buck Jackson Road and fill her up today at the Twin Wells Fuel Station. Open to the public. Huge facility that is covered. You want to get out of the elements, it is covered. And they do sell unleaded diesel, DEF value, and red diesel and green diesel. They accept all your credit cards, debit cards, and fleet cards. Check them out right off of 128 today. Tom A. and the Tex. He's alive. He's awake.
Okay. Question of the day. What city made you feel happy when you arrived? This text says Vegas, Las Vegas. And it might be New Mexico or Nevada. Didn't say which one, but it's Vegas. Hey, good morning. What this texture says, hey, what's the difference between the animals and humans? And don't let the dumbest lead the pack.
Okay, Tom, this is a joke, and you've already...
Did I mess it up?
Yes.
I didn't get the joke.
What's the difference between animals and humans? Animals don't let the dumbest lead the pack.
Oh, I didn't get
Amen.
it. And Jeff from the Patch says, Galveston, Texas, right before I got on a cruise ship. He felt welcome. And I've always arrived, I loved arriving in Brownfield, Texas, which is right down the road. And there you go, Pete.
Thank you. Tom, what is the city that makes you happy?
Used to be Midland. Too much traffic going in there.
You ain't seen traffic, brother.
No.
You have not seen traffic.
I do like going to Waco when I go see my brother. Yeah.
Waco's
What does Waco have?
Well, they got water.
They got the river.
They got the river. Baylor University. Got a brand new football stadium.
Sorority girls.
Yeah.
So you're thinking about going back to school?
No, it's a very nice conservative town. Lots to eat.
He likes the...
Oh, yeah,
what's-
there you go.
what-
Lots to eat.
There are some good restaurants there. He likes...
Yeah.
What's that couple from HGTV that decorate?
The flip-flopper?
Yeah.
They have their headquarters there.
Yeah, I can't think of their it's on the they just got in trouble. Didn't they go to jail?
Different ones, I think.
Yeah.
I can't think of their
They got like a zillion kids.
Yeah. Yeah, they need people to help with the construction project.
Right.
All right, 16 after 6, B on the Breakfast Club. Blake, where the minute you get there, you're happy.
My hometown, Port Aransas.
Port Aransas.
Where is it
awesome.
about in Texas?
Awesome.
Where is it in Texas?
You don't know where Port Aransas in Texas is? It's
You don't know what Port Aransas is?
It's across the bay from Corpus Christi.
Oh,
My God.
is it by Arkansas?
It's via the
Yes,
ferry
it's
off
by
Aransas
Arkansas.
Pass,
Yeah, it's right there. I mean, it neighbors Arkansas.
just down from Rockport, Fulton.
Never been.
Arkansas.
I know Arkansas. It's been there.
Port Aransas is on
Oh,
the
my
Gulf of
God.
Mexico.
Oh,
Is
my
Arkansas on the Gulf of Mexico?
It's one of the best beaches in Texas.
Is it?
So is Arkansas on the Gulf of Mexico?
It's out there by Arkansas.
What?
I've been to El Dorado.
It's El Dorado, by the way.
Yes.
I've been-
Nowhere near that. None of the places we're talking about are anywhere near El Dorado.
Arkansas.
No. I got multiple places that since I love the beach, Orange Beach,
Yeah.
Alabama, Happy Face, and right here where I'm at right now.
Oh.
When I get home, I'm happy because, I can wake up, go walk the beach, go mess around, and still buy beer for like 40 cents a beer. So it's pretty good.
But when you come home here, you're happy when you come here, though, right, B?
No, because then I got to be in the studio with you.
If we could have a mobile studio from anywhere, and I could run this board from anywhere, we would probably move back to Port Aransas.
Yeah, I mean, Port Aransas is nice. Fannie Willis back. She was in church accepting an award. Did you see her? You know what really gets me, especially about the black church? They have no problem with adulterous. They have no problem that have kids that are out of wedlock. They have no problem. I mean, they have no problem when a pastor does that. I mean, look at Al Sharpton and Jesse Jackson. Both pastors.
Right.
Both impregnated their underlings working in their in their nonprofits. And then you got Fannie Willis. Fannie Willis back in church over the weekend accepting the Black History Achievement Award in Atlanta.
What?
Yeah, she achieved all right.
So, yeah, she achieved. And by the way, of course, the reason she was in court, you know the reason, right? Had nothing to do about unethical behavior with her underlings and so on and so forth. It's just they were picking on her because she's black. Of course. That's the only reason. Zelensky complaining that foreign aid delays are making life very difficult for the people of Ukraine. Let me tell you what's making life very difficult for Americans. And that's to keep sending you money. It's making it very difficult. Our kids are being harnessed, and our grandkids being just harnessed with that debt for your country, who is now debt-free because we paid off your national debt.
Yep.
Yeah. So, I mean, join the club. Eddy County Regional SWAT team arrested 2 men, multiple charges after a short standoff. Upon searching the residence, SWAT team found about $30,000 along with ammo and firearms. Carlsbad Police Department said some of the items are stolen. According to the media release, Carlsbad Police Department was out on parole. They observed a man, later identified as 41-year-old Robert Kane Williams, outside his residence. Upon further research into Williams, Carlsbad police discovered that he had an outstanding warrant for several violent felonies. A search warrant then was gathered and approved by a judge. Carlsbad police decided to call in the SWAT team from the Eddy County Regional SWAT team based on Williams' past history. When the SWAT team entered Williams's home, the team asked the subjects to exit the residence. They did not. That's when there was a standoff. Williams was arrested along with Daniel Mousy, and Samuel Mousy was detained. Daniel Mousy faces firearm and destructive device charges. Looks like Samuel Mousy was released from the scene. They did find over $30,000 in cash and stolen items, stolen handguns, and that type of stuff. So the investigation is ongoing by the Pecos Valley Drug Task Force, but a big arrest yesterday. Carlsbad Police, congratulations, along with the Eddy County SWAT team. Thank you guys so much for what you do.
Yes.
19-year-old Alexi Treviso has been charged, of course, January 27th, first-degree murder and tampering with evidence. She's at school in Las Cruces. The judge allowed her to go to school in Las Cruces. Her court date is coming up. She's 19 years of age now. And so court date is coming up, and that will be on July 22nd, the pretrial. And then her trial was set for August 26th of this year. So they released those days yesterday. And News West 9 is where I got the information. Complete story is there if you need it. Short list. Donald Trump had his town hall meeting. And Donald Trump actually said, it's time for Biden to debate me. He said, I'm ready tonight. But he gave a short list of maybe Vice President Joel hopefuls. Ramaswamy made the list. Tim Scott, Tulsi Gabbard also, and Kristi Noem. So that's the short list. I will hold steadfast with Kristi Noem, and Ramaswamy would make a great vice president, and he is on the stump with Trump. So that might mean something.
He would be a good vice president, but I think that he would be better served in a cabinet position.
I agree. I agree. And I think Kristi Noem, being a female, I think Trump needs that.
Yes.
I think Trump needs that.
Yep.
Loretta James, Attorney General for New York, says she's ready to seize Trump buildings and assets.
Oh, my God.
If Trump cannot come up with that $355 million. Eighth Amendment.
Yep.
Donald Trump talked about that in the town hall. Eighth Amendment.
Yep.
What does that deal with, Tom?
I hadn't looked it up.
No excessive bail or excessive fines, and no cruel and unusual punishment.
Oh, that's what this is.
So when you think 355 is, it says nobody was harmed.
Well, especially when you have other real estate folks out there saying, whoa, 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 this was all just normal business.
Everyone.
And now you have real estate companies saying we were going to move operations to New York. We're not going to anymore.
No. Florida, Texas, and Arizona are now the hot spots.
Yep. Yeah, New York, sorry, we can't move there. So how much money in all has she lost for New York?
Way
Probably
more.
a lot more than 300.
At least $1 billion.
Right.
Because I heard one real estate investor saying that that's what they were going to put into New York this year, and now they are not.
Yep.
And I'll ask that question again. Where does the $355 million go? I mean, usually when you have where you're told that you have to pay up money, that money goes to the plaintiff. There is no plaintiff in this case. So, I mean, does the attorney general and the judge divvy up the money and share it together?
Maybe. Or maybe they have a list of pockets it's going to fall into.
Maybe. Maybe that goes to Joe Biden's election campaign.
Could be.
Maybe.
He did announce that they got about $400 million in their election campaign. And then if you take out the 355, that's probably about right.
Yeah. All right, Tom, text line 877-396-W105627. Morning show being brought to you by Main Trailer Sales. Don't go camping without them. Fifth wheels, travel trailers, toy haulers, ultralights. They've got them all. And a huge selection on both of their lots in Roswell. These guys have been around for close to 70 years now, giving great deals and great service after the sale. That's very, very important. If you're working and the patch getting paid a per diem, maybe now's the time that you actually invest that per diem and it pays your monthly note. Wouldn't that be awesome? MainTrailerSalesInc.com, 575-622-1751. Generational. People just keep coming back to Main Trailer Sales. MainTrailerSalesInc.com. Tom in the text.
All right. Did y'all hear, guys, about the story in Kentucky? Makes me sick to my stomach. Kentucky transgender daycare worker Maria Child. I'm sorry, B?
Was that the Indiana story where they took the
different
kid?
one. No,
This is
it's
a
a
different
different one.
Anyway, Maria Childers will not be going to prison despite pleading guilty to sexually abusing a baby while changing its diaper. He hired a trans activist lawyer who argued that he would not have to access to estrogen, and the court agreed. Now, the court then reduced his bond from $100,000 to $5,000 and released him, downgrading the felony from sexual abuse of a minor to a misdemeanor and dropping all the other abuse charges.
And let's keep in mind this is a baby.
Yes.
Changing the diaper of a baby.
That's
wow.
disgusting and horrible.
Yeah, Tom, here's another story.
Okay.
Indiana parent warns the nations after her child was removed from the home. Catholic couple said they would not use improper pronouns. And they are saying in America this could happen anywhere. The Catholic couple in Indiana asked the Supreme Court to hold the state accountable for keeping their child out of their home after they declined the use of his chosen name and pronouns.
Which were
This
not
story
he and him. He wanted to be she and her.
Yeah. So go check this out. And they said it went against their Catholic religion, and they were not going to hear for it. And because of that, the kid has been removed. And look,
By
Indiana,
the state.
Is Indiana a liberal state?
Some of it is.
Is it
like Indianapolis area?
Yeah, I got.
But the rest of it's pretty rural.
Right.
That's what I was thinking. So if it could happen there, it definitely could happen in New Mexico.
You got to remember that's where your transportation secretary was mayor.
Oh yes, that's right.
Yeah, Notre Dame, wasn't it? He's mayor of Notre Dame.
Indianapolis, Tom.
No, I don't. Was it Indiana?
Buttigieg was mayor. Yeah.
Buttigieg.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was the mayor of South Bend, Indiana.
Okay.
South Bend, Tom.
Well, South Bend is Notre Dame. Right.
But
that's
there's
where
not,
Notre
there's
Dame
not a
is.
town called South. There's not a town called
No,
Notre
the
Dame.
university is there.
And Notre Dame does not have a mayor.
Right. But that's where South Bend is at.
No, that's where Notre Dame is at.
Right.
Thank you for arguing with yourself. God bless you.
I won.
Continue with the text if you would.
Okay. Zelensky, he needs fuel for his yachts, says the text. And on the question of the day.
About time we give him the ceasefire.
Yeah. And what makes you happy? What town? Phoenix. This one text is saying. And another one, Donald Trump. He just made $4 billion media deal. I haven't seen anything like that. Have you, B? Texas State made a $4 billion deal.
I did not see.
No. And
I'm not. It's not true. I just didn't see it.
I hadn't seen it either. And General Flynn will be the vice president when you know, says the text.
All right. God bless. All right. 9:30. I was telling Blake before we came on the air. Gary Becca, who is the guy that helped Dana White lose all his weight.
Mm-hmm.
And I posted up a video of me and Blake talking. And Tom, I don't think you're on it because I don't think you had anything unintelligent to say about the conversation. But anyway, maybe you're on it. Maybe you said something. Anyway, he liked our post that I put up. So I was like, that's pretty cool. So, but I told Blake he ought to look that guy up because he's not a doctor.
Mm-hmm.
He's not a nurse, but I can't remember what he is, but he's a nutritionist.
Mm-hmm.
Tom ought to look him up. Wouldn't that be great? Yeah.
Good luck with that.
Never heard
Yeah.
of it.
I can't get him to read all the text.
Oh, no. Go ahead, Tom.
And on the the question of the day, this texter says, Tom, don't lie. Waco is why you like it because you like Dr. Pepper.
Okay.
All right. And there you go.
That's
That's not what it says. It says, Tom, don't lie. Waco, home of Dr. Pepper.
Yeah.
And actually, Dublin, Texas, is the home of Dr. Pepper. But that's
Oh,
where
sir.
that's
Anymore.
where the big bottle. That's where the traditional home. It started in Dublin, Texas.
It was. But they closed that several years ago.
Carry on, please.
So,
Kevin and Blake, is he really that damn stupid? He's talking about Tom. Answer that one,
Do you
Tom.
want me to answer that question? Do you really want me to answer it? Because I will if you want me to.
well, one other text says, Tom's happy to get to Roswell after 3 or 4 hours of extra driving.
That should answer that
Yeah.
question.
Well, I gotta
Dodging
pull over.
llamas. Yeah, dodging llamas.
Yeah.
I have to pull over because I don't use my CPAP. Yeah, so I got to pull over. All right, thought for the day. Let me get to that. Being brought to you by Wakefield Oil, 35 years serving Southeast New Mexico. Quality service, dependable, boom or bust. They are there for you. Check them out today. They have DEF value. They have unleaded, red diesel, green diesel, and interstate batteries. And they deliver on-road, off-road. They give great customer service. Boom or bust, they are there for you. Go find out more information. WakefieldOil.com. You need them to deliver on location. WakefieldOil.com. Thought for the day. I threw the other one away because I had posted this yesterday. I thought it was a great thought for the day. If America can afford to give away money to other countries and the foreign invaders, then you're paying too much taxes. Facts. My thought for the day. Let's get to the tweet of the day this morning, being brought to you by King Driving Academy. You can find them at 1430 West Bender and Hobbs, 4-week CDL training school. They do 2 weeks where you're going to work on theory and then 2 weeks on the road. Course is taught by a state-certified CDL instructor. And right now, when you mention being the Breakfast Club, save $500 off the enrollment fee. 575-441-7835 or stop by 1430 West Bender and Hobbs. They offer evening classes, very flexible courses, and so find them at 575-441-7835. Tweet of the day. I'm going to play it, then we'll come back and talk about it. Tom, listen to it so you can be part of it.
Hell yeah, truckers. Don't deliver my damn thing.
Truckers, do you actually think you're irreplaceable? Like, this is capitalist America. You think that corporations are going to sit idly by while you boycott New York and affect their bottom line? No way. They will always find somebody else to do your job if you won't do it. Maybe even an immigrant. Oh, no! So go ahead and protest. There's always somebody else waiting in the wings for your job.
I'm just wondering how they're going to get that license.
Mm-hmm. Well, illegally, the same way they came here.
Oh, I'm still trying to figure out,
what could be
Yeah.
as unsafe as someone who doesn't know our traffic laws or speak our language driving
Oh.
a giant truck on the road.
Yeah. So I hope New York, I hope that you don't get your supplies and the truckers follow suit. I think it would be awesome.
It's
I think
a
it'd be-
dare. I mean, those folks are obviously daring truckers not to do it.
Yeah. So please go ahead and follow suit and let's get her done. Roswell police investigating 2 separate shooting threats made by 2 10-year-olds at Valley View Elementary School. Public information officer from the Roswell Police Department said Tuesday that police were notified Monday night about one of the threats from a boy who posted on social media that he wanted to carry out a shooting at the school. Officer later located the boy at his home where he identified that he had not been serious about following through on the threat. During the investigation of that threat, a separate, similar social media threat about a shooting at Valley View Elementary School was discovered. Source of that threat was another 10-year-old boy who was at his home in Roswell and told police he was only joking.
Wow.
Roswell police has asked the juvenile probation office to incarcerate both of these boys, a request the office ultimately denied. Each boy has been issued an arrest citation with the court and related to these school threats. I would think they would be suspended at the least. But our justice system lets us down again, because why wouldn't you teach these kids a lesson at 10 years of age? Just asking. By the way, saying you're going to shoot up a school, and I'm just wondering, 10 years old is pretty young to be on social media, wouldn't it be? I'm just asking. I'm not judging. I'm just judging. But I'm not judging. I'm just asking. Two cases, same school.
Just where are
yeah,
the
I don't know. Maybe somebody can answer that. California budget crisis worse than Newsom had projected. State watchdog warns the deficit. Oh, my goodness. Remember we had said it was going to be about $32 billion shortfall?
I thought 36 was what I thought.
36, yeah. Now they're saying 73.
Holy cow.
70. And the Democrats have the nerve to say that this guy would make a great president?
Well, of course he would. He's doing everything they want.
Yeah. Speaking of the budget and shortfalls and the debt, I don't know if you've heard this guy, Joe from Texas. Joe from Texas talks about national debt. Here we go.
If we can say we had $4 trillion in debt when Ross Perot said, hey, that's enough, and Clinton was there for 4 years, moved up to 5, but in his last 4 years with Newt Gingrich contract with America, they balanced it 4 years, paid it down twice. So he ended his 8 years with $1 trillion difference. Okay, that's bad in its own right, but it's not. Look what's happened the last 24 years. We go from actually $4 trillion when the alarms sound. It'll be 36 when Biden finishes first and only term. God, please make it just one term. When that happens, we're going to have 36. That's 9 times what Ross Perot said was unsustainable.
Just think about it. Just think about it. And we keep giving away money. Our tax revenue is the highest it's ever been. We are collecting more tax revenue every year, but we still can't meet. We can't meet the bills because we just keep spending. The budget just keeps going up and up. And then we give it away. Biden just gave away more debt forgiveness for student loans, even though the Supreme Court said you can't do it. Now, who wants to be a dictator? I'm just wondering. Las Cruces Police Department closed for the funeral today of that fallen officer.
Look.
So the only thing that will be open is dispatch in Las Cruces. Wow. Officer Hernandez leaves behind a wife and 2 kids.
So sad.
Thoughts and prayers for them.
I want to go back to the $35 trillion or $36 trillion.
Yeah.
I just want to point out, because people don't understand how much money that actually is. And so I want to put it into a perspective where people can kind of grasp it a little bit. If you said $1 is equal to 1 second, right? 1 trillion seconds is 31,709 years.
Wow.
So if you think about that for just a second, equate that to time, and 1 trillion is 31,709 years, and we are 36 trillion.
Yeah. Yeah. And we can't even pay the interest on it.
No.
That's the bad thing. And everybody knows, at your house, that when you have credit card debt and you're only making interest payments, you're never going to dig out. You're just not. All right, FBI informant who lied about the Biden's ties to Ukraine energy company evidently has a high-level Russian contact, according to the DOJ. Before we get into this, Blake, let me just say, I don't believe any of this.
No, I
think somebody was paid off.
Yep.
And I think he was correct when he said it the first time.
Mm-hmm.
And now he's been paid off. And look, we know the history.
Sure.
We know that Hunter Biden worked for Burisma.
Right.
That's not a lie. We know that Joe Biden said, if you don't fire the prosecutor, he said it. It's on tape.
Right. Right. And,
So-
what about the chain of all these banking accounts and,
Yes.
all that stuff?
Yeah. So I don't know about, this Russian collusion, they're rolling out ahead of this election again.
Yes.
The Russian collusion story.
And it's you got to remember, this is coming out of the Joe Biden weaponized Department of Justice.
Yep, no doubt. All right, Charlie Kirk, the Gaza Strip. Tom, who had the Gaza Strip? Like prior to 2005. Whose possession was the Gaza Strip?
I think it was Israel, wasn't it?
It was.
Ding,
and
ding,
Israel.
dong.
Yeah, Israel gave it up. Here's more. I love Charlie Kirk because he goes to campuses, and it's a teaching moment. Here we go.
So who ran Gaza up until 2005?
Same thing.
No, Israel did. Israel used to occupy the Gaza Strip. 10,000 Jews left Gaza. The IDF totally withdrew. Why did Israel do that?
You tell me. You're the one at the table.
To pursue peace, because they were promised a peace deal if they got out of Gaza.
Okay.
Then Hamas took over as mayor of Gaza, and it's now a hot tub for terrorists.
So, they can you imagine moving 10,000 people? Number one.
It's a lot of people.
These are 10,000, and Israel's a very small country, not a big landmass either.
No.
So they moved 10,000 people out of Gaza to appease the Muslims because they wanted a peace deal. And then they're attacked in 2023.
Mm-hmm.
And now Biden's trying to force them to have a peace deal. Well, wait a second. They attacked us. We didn't attack them.
Well, and the other thing, too, on that is that Israel never gave up Gaza. They gave up control of Gaza.
Right.
So it's still an Israeli territory.
Yep. So, Nikki Haley, here's the cut where she says she's not going anywhere.
Some of you, perhaps a few of you in the media, came here today to see if I'm dropping out of the race. Well, I'm not.
Thank you, Nikki. Yeah, it would be a smart move if you would
And
drop
she's
out.
going to wait till Super Tuesday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She'll do it
All right,
after Super Tuesday.
Yeah, we're going to get to the Trump Town Hall coming up next. Morning show this morning being brought to you by State Representative Randy Pettigrew, District 61, coming off that special session. And some people say, well, we had 2 gun bills that passed. It could have been a lot worse. It really could have been a lot worse. Yep. And, look, the budget bill, yeah, they did increase the budget again this year. And there are things that nobody liked in the budget. Well, nobody when I'm talking about conservative-minded folks. Randy continues to battle for the oil field. Randy continues to battle for your Second Amendment rights and our way of life in Southeast New Mexico, our way of thinking. He's running for his 3rd term in office. If you can give to the campaign, go to the website, randallpettigrew.com. You want to find out more about Randy? randallpettigrew.com. You want to talk to him? All the contact information is there. RandallPettigrew.com. Message paid for by Randy Pettigrew. 647 Price All this morning being brought to you by Spinnaker, Allfield Cementers, and Cud Energy Services. Right now, they are hiring. They are on a hiring blitz, looking for service supervisor training program, CDL required, so service supervisors and training program. They're looking for service supervisors, and they're looking for diesel mechanics and electric technicians. They're looking for equipment operator. You have to have a CDL, and they're looking for pressure pump hands. Housing's available, great pay, one of the best benefit packages in the industry. Text today, Allfield, to 63566, or go to greatallfieldjobs.com. Equal opportunity employer, drug-free employer.
West Texas Intermediate, $76.85, $82.14 for Brent crude, and the price of natural gas, $1.71.
All right, I'm going to get to the Trump Town Hall coming up next. Roswell man he'll spend more than 10 years in jail. This case went very, very quick.
Mm-hmm.
I talked about this case on Monday. He went to court, and bam, this case is over.
Yeah.
And let me just say, he perpetrated this crime in February of 2023. It's very unusual to go to court, within a year.
Yeah.
Now,
right.
And get sentenced within 1 year. So anyway, Jonah Flores shot at a New Mexico State police officer's home.
Right.
And yesterday, after he pled no contest, he gets 10 years in prison for that shooting. They finalized that yesterday. The plea deal was that he was going to get 10 years. We talked about that, I think, the end of last week. Mm-hmm. They finalized that yesterday. American Airlines. Wow. Plane leaving Albuquerque. American Airlines flight. Had to return to the Sunport. They wrote in a statement, American Airlines did, the flight return after takeoff due to a disruptive customer. Emma Ritz, a passenger on the plane, said a man tried to open the emergency door while they were in the air.
My goodness.
He was sitting at the emergency exit, and he cracked open a window that was protecting the handle.
Mm-hmm.
He ripped down the handle where it exposed some of the emergency exit, and all the wind came rushing in. The guy was screaming, "I want to get out of here. I want to get out of here." Daniel Lewis, another passenger, said he also noticed this. That's when people close to the window felt the pressure and the sound and alerted everybody, and that's where everybody just dogpiled him.
Mm-hmm.
It was like he was coming down the slope at an Artesia football game, and he was getting ready they just pounded on him.
Wow. And, of course, we had some cell phone videos of that, too, I'm sure.
Yes. So FBI is now investigating, and that's pretty much the way that went. And no name has been released.
Yeah, why not?
I have no idea why not. New Mexico, 7th baby box installed in Farmington. Safe Haven baby box installed in Farmington. Mm-hmm. And, Tom, you might want to keep this in mind. Women get exercise benefits, and half the time men do. So if a man exercises for an hour a day, women will get the same benefit in 30 minutes.
Wow.
So, Tom, if a man exercised at 90 minutes, how long would it take a woman to get the same benefit?
10 minutes.
Yes.
Yes. You are correct.
Correctamundo. Scored one.
I'm going to say my guess is going to be different than Tom's, and I'm going to say 45 minutes.
45 minutes. Blake, also correct. This is Common Core. There's more
we're
than one.
correct. Both of them.
Yeah, there's more than one right answer, okay? Yeah. So anyway, women don't have to exercise as much as men. My regime at the gym is usually 2 hours. So if my wife went, she only would do 60 minutes and get the same benefit.
Right, and then just she stands around and watches you, I guess. Right?
Yes, yeah, well, yeah. So, unfortunately, I'm at the lightweight stages because of this dang. Can you still see that? It hurts to turn. It looks like a tattoo, but it's not.
Bruised, dude.
So,
hey, we got a
getting
phone.
better.
Yeah,
I've
we
been
got a phone call.
unit nights. So,
right on.
I'm not going to get that checked out. Tell them that's going to cost me money.
Right. Hey, good morning. We got a phone call. You're on B&the Breakfast Club. Hey,
What's up?
Good morning.
Hello. Good morning.
Did they hang up?
No.
Hello.
Still there.
¿Qué pasó?
Okay. 1, 2, 3. Bye-bye.
Bye. Donald Trump's new sneaker line, $399 per pair, sold out within hours.
Yeah.
So, yeah, a limited run, 1,000 pair of shoes, gone. I would wear them if you bought them for me. So, Tom, if you want to buy me a pair, I'll wear them.
Well, that's kind of convenient because Tom said he will buy a pair.
Oh, okay. Well, buy me a pair. Tom size 9 or 9.5. I'm good. Yeah. So go ahead and get me a pair. Clovis High School placed on a brief lockdown yesterday morning after a report of a threat. According to officials, after the lockdown was put in place about 10 a.m., the threat was investigated and determined it was unsubstantiated and the lockdown was lifted. These crazy kids.
Was that, you said RISD, right? Like that was at Valley View Elementary?
Yeah, that was no, this is different. This is in Clovis.
Okay.
That was in Roswell, Valley View.
Yeah.
Biden administration, Biden almost tripped going up the stairs. And they made the stairs shorter so he wouldn't have to lift his legs that high. That did not help. Didn't help at all. Morning show this morning being brought to you by All American Cleaners. All American Cleaners. Wash, dry, and fold your clothes, 17 pounds, $16.99. Roswell, Artesia, Carlsbad, Lovington, and in Hobbs. Online at allamericancleaners.net. They can wash, dry, and fold your clothes, dry clean your clothes, starch you up, and keep you looking good. Blow and dust after 1 p.m. today, 40-mile-an-hour winds, and those winds are going to stick around for a couple. Yeah, tonight, 30-mile-an-hour winds. Tomorrow, 30-mile-an-hour winds. So it's going to be around for a while. Friday and Saturday, looking like the wind will be gone. And even Sunday looking much, much better. Donald Trump, town hall meeting yesterday. He was on Fox. Here's some of the things that he had to say.
You ever just say to yourself, I'm done. This is what why? A lot of people would have said, I'm going to come out. Why are you staying in this?
I can't because I want to make America great again. It's not great right now. And we can do that. Laura, we can do it. We can get it fixed. It's harder now. It would have been so much easier if we just finished off that. Everything would have been so perfect. We had the border set. Everything was set to rock and roll. We had no.
So you feel like you have an obligation to America?
I do.
Because it's coming.
And after everything this man has been through, everything, I think it only makes him stronger. I do. Yeah. Donald Trump continued last night.
But it's happening in our country, too. We are turning into a communist country in many ways. And if you look at it, I'm the leading candidate. I got indicted. I never heard of being indicted before. I got indicted 4 times. I have 8 or 9 trials, all because of the fact that and you know this, all because of the fact that I'm in politics. They indicted me on things that are so ridiculous. Fanny in Atlanta.
We'll get into that. We're going to get into that in a moment. But do you?
I think Fannie Willis is going to be in a little trouble of her own. Yeah. So I wouldn't even worry about Fannie. No, I would worry about that $355 million. Yeah, I worry about that.
Well, and he went on to talk about that 355 and saying that that's a Soviet-style thing.
It is. Yeah, and if I don't care if you're a Democrat or liberal or whatever, if you can't see that, you're part of the problem.
Yeah.
And Donald Trump did allude to funding the UN.
Does Biden lie awake at night, sleeping, cursing? He turns for another reason, not for the reason we're talking about, sweating, saying we got to get more. We've got to get them to pay up because there's $150 billion difference.
Yeah, I mean, look, why should America foot the bill?
Mm-hmm.
And Biden's not smart enough to ask that question. We talked about transgenders and one parents having their kid taken out of the house because of it. A little girl in California speaks out about boys with a penis going into her locker room.
I'm here to express that I no longer...
Now, let me just say, this girl is in middle school. She's in the 7th grade, by God. Won't we just strip her of every inkling of innocence?
I'm here to express that I no longer feel safe within the 4 walls at Festa. And I feel that my freedom has been taken away from me. I have been waiting since 2nd grade for swimming during school at Festa. Only now to find out I am sharing a locker room with a trans female who may still have a penis. I do not feel comfortable being exposed to that, and I no longer feel safe. This has nothing to do with any being a bad person. It is simply that I do not feel mature enough to view any man's penis, whether they identify as a female or a man.
By God, what are we doing to these poor kids? What are we doing to these poor kids?
Well,
Dr. Phil.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
That's what these liberals want to do. They want to mess up and confuse the children so that they have no idea what's right and what's wrong.
Yep. Dr. Phil talked about this gender affirming care. Here's what he had to say. I always thought Dr. Phil was a big-time lib.
He is.
Well, listen to what he says about this, though.
But really what they're talking about is hormonal therapy or sex reassignment surgery on children. And in fairness, the American Medical Association, the American Academy of Pediatrics, the American Endocrine Society, or whatever the exact name of that is, all of the major medical associations have signed off on this, Joe. They've signed off on it. And I have never seen those organizations sign off on anything with less information as to whether or not it does long-term harm of anything in my life. And when I ask about that, when I bring that up, then they immediately label you as transphobic.
Of course they do. Yes, of course they do. All right, we're going to get to the Democrats, Russian collusion. We're going to get to that. Tom on the text, if you would.
All right. Please give a shout-out to all the pipeline operators in the area and put on that seminar last night for the call before you dig 811. Now, that's some great information, and thank you, says the text. The texter says...
Just call Aiden and Boscos. He got you covered.
There you go. You know, they're going to do away with the stairs and put a ramp in for Biden, or Tom Biden, says.
It's going to be like an escalator. I don't even know if he can do that. I think he needs... What was that called? It used to be on TV where you had the chair that you would sit on, and it would just take you all the way up.
Oh, yeah.
Goes up the steps.
The Gidget or whatever it was called.
He's one of those.
You can get them still.
Oh, can you?
Yeah.
That's what he needs. That's what he needs. Yeah.
Or put him on that cargo hydraulic thing that goes up to the airplane.
Where you can just lay down on it. And,
something like that.
Problem is, he wouldn't get up.
Hey, B, this text is saying, you were a size 9? Holy smokes. My kids were bigger than that.
9.5.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's it.
I think that's pretty average, actually.
Yeah, actually, I think in America, 8.5 is the average shoe size.
Yeah, I don't know.
I got to find my shoe.
I wear an 11, Tom, if you're buying shoes.
Oh. Okay. I got to buy my... I got
9.5.
9.5. 10.5 for me.
9.5.
Rick Norris chiming in. You know, at least that guy opening the airplane door will be rich and famous since he can now sue those attackers stopping him from opening the airplane's door.
Yeah, ain't that crazy?
Wait.
I mean, if he gets it, well, yeah, that would be nuts.
He's going to sue the attackers stopping him from opening the door? They're not attackers.
They're heroes that saved the plane.
Yeah.
I mean, because the moment you open that door completely, the pressure, by God, would suck you out.
Yeah.
The only saving grace would be if you had a very large man or woman that couldn't go through that door, and it would actually stop the pressure. It would be like a, like a cork in the bottle that would stop the pressure.
Boy, yeah. Hey,
Tom,
buddy.
this is your chance to be a hero.
Tom could be a hero.
Yeah.
Yeah. Saving grace.
Yeah. Buddy says, I got a 12-year-old grandson. B that wears a 13.5 shoe.
Holy cow.
That's a big shoe.
Yeah.
And another texter says, hey, good morning, guys. I am back in southeast New Mexico now. He didn't say who he was, but been gone for a couple of excuse me. But now I'm back and listening to your show again. Thanks for tuning back in.
Welcome back.
Welcome back.
Yeah.
B.
And this one, talking about the
stories.
exercise, B, says, so all Tom has to do is claim he's a woman, and he can cut his workout time in half.
Yes, he can identify as a woman. He already likes dressing like a woman.
I do not.
You're the one that told us.
I tried it once.
Not me. So I'm wondering if when you go to the gym, if you got women's underwear on.
So
please don't tell me it was a thong. That's all I'm just saying. Please don't mention it.
But
right.
anyway.
On the way, Hunter Biden's attorneys. That wasn't cocaine. That's sawdust.
Please.
Yeah, sawdust. I'll get to that story. Daylight savings time. We're 3 weeks away. I'll update you on that coming up next. Man facing federal charges and the death of Alamogordo police officer. I'll tell you about that. And a East Texas DA announced the capital murder charges after the body of that missing 11-year-old girl was found. Sad story. Teenager charged with attempted murder of his father in Los Lunas. We'll get you updated with that. And Trump, text the Eighth Amendment out. Mark Levin talked about that. We're gonna get into that in just a second. And the average subscriber pays how much money for streaming services at their home?
What do you guess?
That
About?
seems high.
I'm going to guess it's about 120 would be my guess.
Per month or per year?
Per month.
I'd say $50.
So we're gonna get to that coming up in a second. Or you could just be like Tom. Steal everybody's passwords and use those.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the way that would work. And sound bites, we'll talk about the Russia collusion. Democrats are bringing that up again. KWMW, Malchimore, 105.1 FM, B and the Breakfast Club, 704. Let's check in with news this morning, being brought to you by Butcher Block Meat Market and the Grill in Lovington. Not just burritos in the morning. They have the breakfast platos.
Yes.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, the omelets and the biscuits and gravy and the burritos. I'm looking at this going, okay, no, I'll take the hash browns.
Oh, you're making
I'll take
me hungry.
2 eggs. I will take the bacon and the toast, and then on the side, I will take more bacon and pancakes. I'm trying to gain weight, so I will take all of that for
Oh, and
breakfast.
you will love every bite of it, too, let me tell you.
So, and while you're at the Butcher Block, check out the meat market. They've got 30 years of experience in the meat market biz, and they do custom cuts for steaks and pork chops. They've got burgers ready-made, ready to go. They also have smoked meats that are available every day. Yep. Check them out. Full-service grill and, of course, full-service meat counter. Online, you can just go to Facebook and check them out. Butcher Block Meat Market and Grill in Lovington. Or stop in 1422 South Main. Or call them in advance at 575-739-7778. We're going to come right back. Got a lot of things to get to. Be on the Breakfast Club. We're W105 qualifying you for the trip to Disney. News coming up next.
Call in and win.
Hey, everybody, it's me, Mickey Mouse. We're going to Disney World.
News brought to you by Stone Oilfield Services in Lovington. Getting the job done right every time since 2004.
Proudly serving most phases of the oil field process, Stone Oilfield Services has a fleet of over 60 trucks and a workforce of over 100 employees. From water transport to kill and vac truck operations, flowback services and pit filling to the clean out of rigs and tanks, as well as oiling and acidizing, Stone Oilfield believes in getting the job done right every time. Their central motto, do what you say you can do. Call them today at 575-396-1840. That's 396-1840.
MTD Radio News, I'm Joe Miller. Hobbs City Commissioner Roy Pennick has been charged with battery after video appears to show him punching someone in the parking lot. It's also not the first time this city commissioner has been in trouble. On December the 6th, the victim went to Lowe's and told police Pennick came up to his truck, banged on his window. Victim told police he rolled down the window, and that's when Pennick punched him. Pennick told police the victim was the one who started it. Pennick told police the victim gave him the finger and told the commissioner he was going down. Pennick also claimed the victim spit on him, which is why he threw that punch. New Mexico Department of Health Scientific Laboratory Division has confirmed the state's first case of hantavirus pulmonary syndrome this year. The DOH says the San Juan County man who contracted the disease has been released from the hospital and is currently at home recovering. HPS is a severe, often fatal respiratory disease. It's transmitted from rodents to humans, according to the CDC. Initial symptoms of HPS include fatigue, fever, muscle aches, headaches, dizziness, chills, and abdominal problems. The illness progresses to respiratory symptoms, including coughing and shortness of breath. Carlsbad Municipal Court Judge Collis Johnson received a substantial pay increase from city councilors. Last time city council approved a raise for a municipal judge was back in 1996. Read a memo from the city of Carlsbad attorney Denise Madrid-Boya to councilors. Council members unanimously approving $62,000 a year salary for Johnson, which is an increase from the $34,000 a year salary that was set nearly 30 years ago. Ward 3 City Councilor Mary Garwood says the pay increase for Johnson long overdue. Johnson was elected back in 2018 after serving as the court administrator. And that's a look at what's happening. I'm Joe Miller, MTD Radio News.
This Eunice Cardinals update being brought to you by Guns Up Services, 2403 Avenue O, proudly supporting the Eunice Cardinals.
Guns Up Services, LLC of Eunice, supporting the community for over 13 years. Would like to wish the Cardinals another great season and also encourage everybody to show up in support of all Eunice Cardinal sports. With oil field services that range from vacuum trucks, winch trucks, dump trucks, and backhoes. They have frac tanks, caliche, downhole chemicals, saltwater disposal, and freshwater sales. That's Guns Up Services, LLC, helping to keep our oil field trucking. 2403 Avenue O, Eunice, or call at 575-399-2457. Go Cardinals!
The Eunice Cardinals are 19-5 on the season and 6-0 in district play, and it would be easy for them to overlook their next two opponents. But Coach Mason McBee says his Cardinals are not going to take anything for granted.
I still think one team's within reach of us in the district. If y'all were to happen to beat Loving and win the other one, then they would probably come in and have a chance to tie us for district champion. So we're just going to have to approach it one game at a time. Hopefully we get that last Jowl game and get the Hagerman and then set ourselves up good for the district tournament.
And McBee is very much aware that one of these Cinderella teams, the slipper could fit and cause them all kinds of havoc.
It's real easy to look ahead, but we really can't do that. If we drop a game anywhere along the way, it could really affect the seeding and where we get into the tournament. We'd like to stay where we're at, so we know how big these games are. The kids, we basically been approaching them like we've started state already, and that's kind of been our approach, and it's done well for us.
Jowl comes to Eunice Friday night, 7:30 tip-off.
This Eunice Cardinals update has been brought to you by Guns Up Services, 2403 Avenue O in Eunice, proudly serving the community for over 13 years. Go Cardinals!
This is Davis Smith, the Guerrilla Lawyer, and I'm talking to you from my office on 3130 North Grimes in Hobbs, New Mexico. Our office has exploded with new clients. And do you know why? Fast settlements, fantastic customer service, and man, we love paying our clients money. If you get injured in a car wreck, you come see the Gorilla. Remember, if you get injured, you get the Gorilla.
Visit 3130 North Grimes or call 575-964-2720. That's 964-2720.
If you're looking for a career, not just a job,
Join the family of excellence at Lucky Services. Now hiring CDL truck drivers, floor hands, and derrick hands. Bring a friend, and both of you get a $500 Visa card after 6 months and a $1,000 Visa card after 1 year. Apply at LuckyFamilyInc.com or in person, 6210 Lovington Highway in Hobbs or 7103 FM 1788 in Midland. Lucky Services is an equal opportunity employer.
Winning is in the air at Inn of the Mountain Gods. We're spreading the love this February during 133,000 Love to Win Cash Cube. Join us Fridays in February from 1 p.m. to 6:50 p.m. to earn points for your chance to snag up to $3,225 cash. Be one of 10 lucky winners every week. Must earn 85 slot points to enter. Must be 21 or older. Visit innofthemountaingods.com or see Apache Spirit Club booth for details.
Don't talk to me like you know me.
Be in the Breakfast Club. Rest assured you're not going to learn a thing here. If we get caught.
Let me start off with 2 words. Made in America. I'm not joking about that.
Well, 1 pair is big money, 2 even more. Make it 3. Now let's go, go, go. Now you should buy my gold Trump shoes. Don't waste time on other brands. Just buy my gold Trump shoes. They really are the best, folks. Well, Mickey's a clown and Joe's in space. Is this really even gonna be a race? Voters will do what they have to do, but they should also buy a pair of my shoes. Now you should buy my gold Trump shoes. Don't waste time on other brands. Just buy my gold Trump shoes. Eat your heart out, Nike. Come on, let's put them on and walk like Don.
877-396 W105. Good morning. It is already a Wednesday hump day, 7:13. New poll shows 70% of New York voters say Joe Biden is not fit to serve another term. The other 30% are dead anyway. They can't talk. Many people think that Joe is no longer fit to serve, that he ought to be in the old folks' home eating soft serve, since he likes ice cream so much. New study revealing that your brain learns more from people like you, which kind of explains why I've never learned anything from a politician. Absolutely nothing. Apple says putting your wet phone in rice could cause more problems. I'm not buying into this. They're saying that rice has tiny dust particles that could harm your phone.
You know what they say to do instead? Just go ahead and turn it back in and buy a new one.
Right.
Oh, yes. Yeah. Look, I've done it with the rice. The rice works. I have no problem with the rice. Mm-hmm. None. I think rice works. And in Montana, the Teton Pass ski area is closed. You know why? No snow.
Wow.
No snow. The
Makes sense.
driest that mountain has been, a 55-year record for the driest. And opposites do attract. Yeah, the smallest man in the world met the smallest woman in the world. They met up in California. Salton Coulson is 8'3".
What?
8'3". And little Joyton Amity is 2 foot tall. They kind of like each other. Yeah, he likes to put her on his shoulder and just walk around with her like she's a parrot.
Man,
I guess in that case it'd be like a cockatiel. But yeah. So opposites attract.
I guess.
Can you imagine them cuddling? Just think about it for a second.
No.
If you
No.
All right, Tom of the text, 877-396 W105. You guys don't want to have any fun this morning.
I
Just
don't know about that, man.
darn it.
Hate mail to be. Hey, by the way, let's go to the phone call. Good morning.
Wait, where's the hate mail?
Do the hate mail. What hate mail?
Do it, man. All right, let's do the text. John from Eunice. Good morning, guys.
I want the hate mail. Where's the hate mail?
There is none.
We'll send it
okay.
Good morning, guys.
He's advocating for hate mail.
John from Eunice. Good morning, guys. If you were in New York, yes, those guys that saved the plane and stopped the man from opening the door would be considered attackers. And guess what? They would be prosecuted. That's John this morning. Another texter says, how many citizens are going to have to suffer, said the texter.
Yeah,
and another texter says, you know what? Broadway Joe Namath, he wore pantyhose.
Yeah, just to keep warm. I mean, that guy,
pantyhose.
That guy had more women.
Look, yes, what you're saying, pantyhose actually serve a purpose. He didn't wear a thong. He wore pantyhose because the nylon and the way that that's structured will help keep your legs warm.
Sure. It was compression socks before the compression socks were invented.
And there were a lot of football players that wore
back in the day. Yeah.
Yeah.
Another texter says, you know, Walker, sooner or later, Nikki Haley is going to have to drop out.
Oh, eventually she will have to.
Trump should hire some hula dancers to do a little performance for her with Trump, with Trump written across their butts.
All right, Tom, I gotta ask you this.
Tell me.
Did your mom believe in like voodoo, black magic?
No.
No. Because there are a lot of Hispanic families that my ex-mother-in-law, you know, they believed in these rituals where they take a piece of your hair and go bury it outside or something.
Santeria.
Well, anyway, same thing in the Philippines. And my wife's like, Friday we got to go see this lady. I'm like, I ain't. No. I don't want any part of that crap. My Savior is the Lord Jesus Christ, and you are the biggest. You're more religious than I am. Well, you can have it both ways. No, you can't. No, and believe me, in Louisiana they got the gris-gris too. I don't want any part of that.
Marie Laveau.
No. Yeah, I don't want no part of it. Hunter Biden's attorney disputing the cocaine that was featured in a picture with the gun charge, and disputing it and saying that it was lines of sawdust. Because everybody knows you line up the sawdust. It was a false depiction of cocaine. It was sawdust.
You just can't make this up.
No. Thank you, Hunter. Daylight savings time begins March 10th. We're, like 3 weeks away?
Yep. Yeah.
So it will be good for me because I will get an extra hour in the morning, and I can get up earlier and get the gym and then get back. But it won't be good for you guys because you're going to lose an hour of sleep.
You know, I just want them to pick one and stay with it.
That's what I said.
It's dark no matter what time it is when I get to the studio.
I would rather it be where it's daylight in the afternoon. Yeah, and that would be the way to go. But state can never pass that for whatever reason. Man faces federal charges in that Alamogordo police officer's death. 27-year-old Dominique Cruz DeLeo has been accused of possessing an unregistered weapon made from a shotgun. So it was a modified shotgun. And when I hear modified shotgun, I'm thinking that it was probably a, sawed-off shotgun?
That would be my guess.
Yeah. So
illegal.
He ended up killing Anthony Fernandez, the 41-year-old police officer, and left behind. He's survived by his mother and his father and 4 brothers and a daughter and a son. And he had a unregistered modified 12-gauge shotgun. The barrel length was 16 inches. And apparently had been altered.
Right.
So the
minimum
gun
is 18.
stock had been removed and had a pistol grip, and that's not against the law,
no,
right? Pistol.
But a barrel less than 18 inches is.
Yeah. So a smaller barrel. And Tom, why would they cut off the barrel to modify that barrel? Why would somebody do that?
Well, I'm not familiar with firearms. A bigger blast?
Sort of.
Kind of?
Yeah, it would spread.
When it comes out on a shotgun with pellets, they immediately start to spread.
And by the way, they also arrested the man that provided the weapon. 32-year-old Jonah Apodaca has also been arrested, and he was actually a felon, and that gave the gun to the motorist thug that killed that police officer. Sad news coming. We'll get to that in just a second. Our number 877-396-W105. Be on the Breakfast Club. Morning show being brought to you by Rig Outfitters and the Home Store, Broadmoor Mall, FR Jeans, coveralls, gloves, everything to work in the patch. They've got you covered, including steel-toe boots, the $99 boots. If you're going to work in the patch, you need some boots. They got them for $99.
Excellent boots.
That's safety gear and all kind of other stuff. Furniture, appliances, electronics, they've got that too. And just go to their Facebook page and check them out, ourrigoutfitters.com. Scrub Outfitters is right next door. So maybe you work in the patch and the wife works in the medical field. They've got tons of scrubs. In fact, the largest selection of medical scrubs in 100 miles. Big-name brands like Dickies and Peaches. Compression socks and comfy shoes and equipment and more. Scrub Outfitters, Rig Outfitters, and the Broadmoor Mall. High temperature today, getting up to 83. Blowing dust after 1 p.m. today. 40-mile-an-hour winds. Most of that coming from the west. 30-mile-an-hour winds tonight and 30-mile-an-hour winds tomorrow. And then the wind disappears coming up on Friday. Tom on the text.
All right, Buddy says, they call that a scatter gun. He says.
Yeah.
And Rockets chiming in. The report on the Coke found at the White House turned out to be Pepsi.
Yeah, well, no, that was sawdust also. They were doing construction. Yeah.
Right.
And it was just sawdust. Nothing to see here.
It sounds like that Biden family has a history of stupidity, says the text.
Well, I mean, when you get away with stupidity continuously and there is no accountability, you'll keep doing stuff like that.
Mm-hmm. And House Republicans star witness impeaching Joe Biden was not only fabricating corruption accusations, but was getting in his info from the Russian intelligence.
We talked about that earlier.
And what part did he make up? That Hunter Biden was paid $50,000 a week from Burisma? Did he make that up?
What about?
Because that's already been proven.
Yeah.
That he made that money and didn't pay taxes on that money. That came out in court.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just trying to figure out what information he lied about.
So all those bank accounts that were laundering money.
Yeah, I
guess the banks just set up fake accounts with those names.
Yeah.
And the $1 million in assets that somehow were purchased by a man that reported he made less than $1 million.
Yeah, I want to figure this out. Because Joe Biden has had no other job besides being in politics.
Right.
He was a Congress representative, and then he became vice president. What's the salary for the vice president of the United States?
I think it's like $275 or $300. I think.
Yeah, I don't even know if it's that much.
Chicken feed.
Yeah, I'm thinking it's like $225. So, how can he afford all these, like the Delaware house on the beach? He paid cash for that. It was $10 million. Where he gets that money from?
Mm-hmm.
I'm just trying to figure it out because it doesn't add up.
Well, and let's just talk about Smirnoff for a minute. Alexander Smirnoff was an FBI confidential human source that gave them completely accurate information, they say, beginning in around 2010. And all of a sudden, this is the one thing that's not accurate.
That's not accurate. I'm just he got paid off. He's shut up now. All is going to be okay for Joe Biden. I don't think it will be, though.
Mm-hmm.
All right,
now, wait. This is the same FBI, right, that falsified evidence to obtain the warrant to spy on the Trump campaign?
Those guys signed off on that Hunter Biden's laptop was not Hunter Biden's laptop?
Yeah, and what about that FISA warrant to spy on the Trump campaign?
Oh, yeah, that too. Yeah, these same people. So we should trust them.
Yeah.
Yeah, we should. And by the way, the same group of people that are actually spying on us, the American citizens.
Mm-hmm.
when you buy a gun and use a Visa or a MasterCard, don't ever buy a gun with a credit card or a debit card.
No.
Don't ever do it because they'll be notified.
You are flagged.
Visa, MasterCard, and American Express do.
Mm-hmm. They are flagged. And I have a Discover card, and I'm really upset that Capital One is going to buy Discover.
They bought them out. Huh?
Yeah.
No, not yet, but they're
I have been a customer of Capital One for 20-plus years and have zero problem with Capital One. And I kept that account because it's an international account, and no problems. No problems at all.
I like my Discover card.
All right, we're going to talk about that little girl from Texas. We'll get to the Russian collusion is woken up again. The Democrats, here's the deal. When the Democrats say there's something going on, it means they've already done it. Yeah.
Right. Not only is there no evidence of any wrongdoing by President Biden, but it now appears as if the House Republican majority is being used by Russia to interfere in the 2024 election on behalf of Donald Trump.
Yeah, we got the Russian collusion that is woken up again. And
what about Hillary and the Russians?
No.
That was actually proven.
Yeah.
What happened with that?
Oh, no. Mitch Landrieu. So Mitch Landrieu from Louisiana, his family goes back 30 years being the guys that carry the water in Louisiana for the Democratic Party. Mitch Landrieu, the delusional Democrat. Listen.
I think the president has done an incredible job of bringing this country back from the brink and then protecting us on the national and international stage as well.
Really? Internationally?
How can he say that with a straight face?
I just don't understand how you could say it. All right, flashback to Joe Biden in 1987. Here we go.
One of the Democratic candidates is Senator Joseph Biden. Have you seen the problem he's been having? He went around and made a speech. And apparently, he quoted I think it was a British politician, took his speech and kind of paraphrased it as his own. And then the press got on him. And then he was charged also with taking part of Bobby Kennedy's speeches. And Biden says, not to worry. He reassured his staff. He said, we have nothing to fear but fear itself.
Tom, who was that?
I think that was the British Prime Minister.
No, that was Johnny Carson.
No,
that was Johnny Carson.
I know
How
that was
could
Johnny
you
Carson.
not get that.
But the fear itself came from the Prime Minister.
Winston Churchill?
Yeah. No, that was Johnny. Yeah, I remember that.
It didn't come from Winston Churchill, did it?
Yeah.
No.
That was FDR.
Where it came from?
FDR.
After the bombing?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. All right, East Texas. DA announces capital murder charges after the body of that missing 11-year-old girl was found in the river. Polk County Sheriff Myron Lyons confirmed that law enforcement authorities have located the body of that 11-year-old Audrey Cunningham in the Trinity River under the Trinity River Bridge along U.S. Highway 59. Audrey Cunningham disappeared before school, Thursday, February 15th. Tuesday afternoon's press conference, Polk County District Attorney Shelley Sinton and other officials said they were sad to announce it. Now, they have made, updating this story this morning, they have made an arrest of a family friend in this case. Has not been charged with murder at the time we went on the air, but they have detained him.
Yes.
So this is a developing story, but the sad thing is that she's dead.
Heartbreaking, man.
Sad story. Terrible. Teenager in Los Lunas charged with attempting to murder his father. The alleged incident happened in Santa Fe on Thursday afternoon, February 15th. Santa Fe police responded to a call after a man entered a store and told employees his son was trying to stab him. The 19-year-old son, Omar Cano from Los Lunas, the previous day, he was accused of grabbing a firearm and threatening the dad. I would think I wouldn't want to be around the damn kid.
No.
And then he pulls a knife on his dad. Victim told police that Kanos was attempting to crash the vehicle and tried to stab him while he was driving.
Crazy.
Kano was interviewed by police, admitted that he wanted to kill his father. He has been charged with attempted murder, second-degree felony, and remains in jail. Wow. Donald Trump posed a tax of the Eighth Amendment after Mark Levin spoke about the constitutional challenge over the excessive fines, $370 million. So this case will have to go to the Supreme Court, I would think, or, well, no, we'd have to step up and go to the appellate court in New York, which I'm not, God only knows where it would go with New York. New York is very liberal. But in the meantime, if Donald Trump does not pay that fine, can they, I would think while he's appealing, God only knows. Yesterday, the Attorney General said he had to pay the fine before he could appeal. That's New York law.
That's Soviet style justice.
Right.
I'm thinking that's some BS.
Well, and how, when you've got an appeal or you're going to appeal, how can they say that they're going to seize your stuff?
Yeah.
Well, which would take away your ability to defend yourself.
Who does the money go to? Makes zero sense.
Pockets of Democrats.
Yeah, 732. Morning show this morning being brought to you by North Star Laundry. One-stop shop for all your laundry. They can wash, dry, and fold your clothes, starch them up, dry clean them, keep it looking good. And here's the deal. They have 3 locations. All of their locations open 7 days a week, and they have machines at their location. So if you want to wash, dry, and fold your own clothes, not a problem. You can do that. Find them 609 West Lee Street, 604 West Church Street in Carlsbad, and 406 West Cedar. Tom, quickly to the text, taking out the trash up next.
All right. Hunter's, he's been snorting sawdust for years. This one text is saying. And the U.S. president's salary is $400,000.
Yeah, the president. I just looked it up, and it said it's $300,000
for the vice president.
For whatever reason, I thought it was like $225.
Yeah, they ain't getting paid.
Well, now here, and I looked down this other one. It says that the vice president's salary in 2019 was $235,100, and that for 2024 the salary is going to be $284,600.
Wow,
you got a raise.
That's a hell of a raise,
right?
They're giving themselves raises like nobody's business. But the estimate for vice president now is $301.99.
Well, but think of the benefits: free housing, food, free transportation.
Insurance.
I mean, the list goes on and on. All right, Tom in the text, get to that so we can wrap her up.
I know that bit you played was Johnny Carson. This text says, yeah, it was, and he was making fun of Joe Biden then, says the text.
Well, people forget that Joe Biden used to be made fun a lot of back in the day because he was a liar, proven. He stole other people's speeches like that routine was about. And he was just easy to make fun of. Racist and everything else.
Yeah. Guy's got a record. Hey, by the way, the dude from Lovington, he's saying, it looks like the sawdust, though, but it's 3 lines on the side of a table saw, says the dude from Lovington, this one.
What? Go ahead and snort it up. Wow, the
running?
Saw's going.
Crazy, man. All right. And if Donald Trump sells one of those properties at the inflated price, does that nullify the court case against him?
It's a really good point because their whole case was...
But let's take that a step further.
Yeah.
Aren't those properties not the property of Donald Trump, but to the corporation?
That is true.
I'm just asking.
Yeah, it's true. It's like suing the president of a corporation.
Now,
But if
wouldn't there
they
be
do
some
sell it that,
protection?
aren't they worth that?
Wouldn't there be protection based on that?
You would think. That's why you incorporate.
Right. That's what I was thinking.
But Kevin, if I'm going to sell you something for $20,000 and some third party out there estimates that the value of that is $21,000, but then this attorney general comes in and says, oh no, it's only worth 12 and you made up that high price, but you buy it for 20,000. Isn't it worth 20,000?
You figure.
I would think. The whole thing is BS, and everybody knows it's BS.
Yeah.
All right, Tom, continue. I got to get to the taking out the trash.
And even Robin Williams made fun of Joe Biden when he was
Everybody made fun of him. He has been a buffoon since the 70s.
Another texter says, it was white pine sawdust, says the texter.
I think that was tongue-in-cheek because it was all capital letters, white.
Right.
It was white pine dust.
And Hunter, he'll be farting 2x4s. It's that text. Okay.
I mean, have you seen the price of lumber lately? I'm just saying. All right, taking out trash, being brought to you by Trash Eaters, trash-eaters.com. They do residential pickup. Get in touch with them today. Also reminding you, the Lovington Animal Shelter needs volunteers to clean and repair and walk the animals. They also need monetary donations. Give them a call directly, 575-552-3669. I'm going to say this, and I'm not going to play the song because it would hurt our ears.
Oh, I know. Right.
Beyonce. Beyonce debuts on the Billboard Hot Country Song chart. Makes history.
Unbelievable.
Makes history debuting at number 1. Number 1. I programmed country radio stations for 30-plus years.
You don't think that's
just going to say I have never, ever heard of a song debuting at number 1. And by the way, I think this is the first time in the history that a woman has topped the country songs charts, debuting at number 1.
Well, if no song ever has, of course, it's going to be the. And you tell me, seriously, even with this newfangled stuff they're calling country that really isn't country, what fans of country music are going to go, oh, Beyonce, number 1? Because it's not a good song.
And it's fake. Now, let me just say, when I see a song debuting at number 1 on the charts and it makes history,
it's paid for.
And it's not real country, it kind of pisses me off.
Oh, me too.
Because there are people that have been trying in country music to scratch out a living and get on those charts.
Well, and
have never been able to do it because it's a rigged system. It is a rigged system. It is a fake system.
It makes the charts illegitimate.
Yeah, well,
it is illegitimate. No doubt. And by the way, that song actually sounds like it's making fun of country.
Of course
it does.
That's my opinion.
I hate it.
And they are. It's really, it's just, I mean, if you look at it musically, right? And I like all genres of music. Like there's no doubt that alt rock, punk, postmodern punk, etc. is grunge. That's my genre that I listen to all the time. Right. So I have a wide variety. Classical. I love it. But this song is not good musically.
No, it's garbage. And so I think you put the nail in new country. I do.
Yeah.
I do. I think it's began a while back, but I think you just put the nail in it.
Well, where do you be?
And I think what happened is she couldn't beat Taylor Swift in pop, so she decided I'm going to move to a different genre.
The one that Taylor Swift left.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Taking out the trash.
Take it out.
By the way, if you pay for that download, enjoy it. And then go to the doctor because your ears will be bleeding. Oh, I made the shot. It's amazing. All right, of course, I'm like right there. All right, 20 minutes away from the hour of 8. 20 away from 8. How much money do you pay in streaming services annually? Tom, do you have any streaming services besides the one you steal from your ex-wife and your brother and whoever else?
Well, I got internet.
That was not the question.
Internet doesn't count.
What streaming services do you have?
I have Paramount.
Which is how much a month?
I don't know. I don't pay for it.
You don't pay for it.
So how do you have a streaming service?
From Paramount?
Paramount.
Oh, Paramount.
But you don't pay for it, so it doesn't count.
No.
So it's not yours.
Well, my brother asked me if I had Paramount. I said, I don't really know what internet channels I had.
So this goes back to B saying you just use someone else.
There you go.
Yeah, he let me share his. Yeah.
Thank you. Anyway, the average household spends about $924 a year on streaming video.
I would believe that's about right.
Yeah, about $924 a year.
Because you think Amazon annually is $115,
exactly.
$900.
So Netflix is now for me $20+ a month, and I'm not getting what I used to get because I would pay for the grandkids, and then I'd pay for the kids, and we'd all share. Well, Netflix has pretty much locked us out of that now because they say you're out of your service area.
Well, but you can pay extra, like Tom probably gets his Netflix from somebody else who pays extra.
Wait. What did you just say, Tom?
What's that be?
What did you just say? No, they're not? When I said Netflix is locking us out? You said no, they're not?
That's what he said.
Yeah.
Do you subscribe to Netflix?
Used to.
Well, zipper your mouth, because they are.
$900 for streaming services?
Just go ahead and zipper your mouth. Zipper.
If you paid for your own streaming services, you would realize that that's probably pretty average.
Yeah, I think that's about right. 743, Michelle Obama is the likely candidate to replace Joe Biden in the 2024 election, according to a brand new study. Yeah, 69% said Joe Biden should be relieved of duty.
Are you asking for her, Tom?
Michelle Obama is number one on the replacement list. Now, where was Joe Biden yesterday?
Was he on the beach or what?
He was in California.
He was falling up the stairs.
Gavin Newsom. Yeah, and he was falling downstairs. Joe Biden also said again yesterday that bipartisan national security bill sends a clear message to Ukraine and other NATO partners. Joe, Ukraine is not a NATO partner. Of course, Joe Biden said, we will not bow down to anyone, certainly not Vladimir Putin. Ukraine is not a NATO partner. Maybe somebody in your staff can let you know that. I'm just thinking maybe. All right, Tucker Carlson talking about Boris Johnson. Who is Boris Johnson, Tom?
He was the former prime minister.
Very short term. I think it was
less
it
than
a
year, wasn't it?
9 months?
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, Boris Johnson said all kind of things about Tucker Carlson. So you know what Tucker Carlson does? He calls Boris Johnson. So here's the rest of the story.
So I'm over in Moscow. I'm waiting to do this interview. It gets out that we're doing it. And I'm immediately denounced by this guy called Boris Johnson, who was for a short time the prime minister of Great Britain. And Boris Johnson calls me a tool of the Kremlin or something. And I'm thinking, well, that's kind of, I mean, his name's not actually Boris, as I'm sure you know. His name is Alex Johnson. He called himself Boris in high school. So the guy who calls himself Boris is accusing me? So I was annoyed. So I put in a request for an interview with Boris Johnson, as I have many times because he's constantly denouncing me as a tool of the Kremlin. He says no. So I'm thinking about something getting more annoyed. So I know a lot of people who know Boris Johnson. So I reach out to them. Finally, one of his advisors gets back to me and says, he will talk to you, but it's going to cost you $1 million. He wants $1 million
what?
In U.S. dollars, gold, or Bitcoin. No, this just happened yesterday or 2 days ago.
So $1 million after he talked all that trash.
Sounds like
you want
extortion.
$1 million.
That's extortion.
Yeah, Boris. Yeah, but Boris is the one that messed up the peace treaty. Here we go with that.
This is, by the way, the guy who single-handedly, at the request of the U.S. government, stopped the peace deal in Ukraine a year and a half ago and is, I think, for that reason, responsible for the deaths of hundreds of thousands of people. He won't explain any of that to me in an interview until I pay him $1 million.
$1 million. No, thank you, Boris. We don't. You're irrelevant anyway. We don't need to talk to you. All right, 646. Tom on the text. Then we're going to get to things that happen on this date in history. National anthem and the pledge on the way. We're B on the Breakfast Club on W105.
Hey, guys, do you think Beyonce's so-called country hit has anything to do with the fact that it is Black History Month? Ask the texter.
I mean, I love Charlie Pride. I love,
Darius
I love
Rucker.
Darius Rucker. But Beyonce's song is just not country.
It's not.
And she's from Texas. She should have a little
I don't
drawl.
give a damn if she's from Nashville.
Yeah, it don't matter.
But she sounds like a rapper. I mean, if you're going to sing a country song, sing
No,
it with a little drawl.
She does not sound like a rapper. She sounds like a hip-hop artist, which is what she's always been.
Right.
Same thing.
No,
In the
it's
neighborhood.
not. It's not in the
If
neighborhood.
she would have, if she'd have picked a ballad,
Rap
she
and hip hop
might have been able to pull
Maybe.
that off.
You're right. Maybe a ballad.
But the song that sounds like Cotton Eye Joe, you can't pull it off, and it sounds like you're making fun of country.
That's right. Another
Bunch of
texter
rip-
says, if you're paying $900 for Netflix, you're a sucker and getting ripped off.
No, it's combined.
Yeah.
Netflix, Amazon, Paramount, ESPN streaming, and any of the other combined cost.
Yeah. Now, the average price is about $14
Right.
a month, right?
Yeah.
That's $168 a year per $14 a month service.
And then you add
You add those
Amazon,
together.
Paramount is, I think, $9 a month. So you add them all up, and it's about $900 on average per year. So, Tom, how much is that? 900. Let's say 900 a year divided by 12.
That's about $15 a month.
Correct. 100% correct. Yes.
I would
Common
guess.
Core math.
I would guess $75 a month, but you know.
Well, it's Common Core math because we can have two right answers. Okay. We don't want to shame any of the kids. All right.
We will let them pick the right one for them.
One more to be here. Get rid of DirecTV. 10 years ago, they said they got rid of it. And when my bill went up to $2,180.
Holy cow.
Yeah, that's when I bought an Android box and have streamed ever since for free.
Yeah. Yeah.
There's a lot of good free streaming services out there. Like,
I mean, the one I use is Chemo, and it cost me $100 a year. I get 5 connections, all the pay-per-view, all the channels, all the movies. It's 5,000 channels.
Wow.
If I want to watch news in Baton Rouge, Louisiana, I go to CBS, Baton Rouge, or ABC, or NBC, or Fox.
Wow.
Yeah. Same thing if I want to watch Midland News.
Yeah.
Scott Midland. Lubbock.
There's a lot of those services that are free out there, but like all your premium ones cost.
That one I have been having for that's going on 4 years that I've had that particular service.
Well,
and if I get one pay-per-view fight,
if
I get 2, it's paid for. That's $60 to $80 a fight.
There you go.
So,
but I mean, there's things like Pluto and Tubi and all those things, the Roku channel. And B, I was just the TV behind Tom. Was showing that New York immigrant thing where they were throwing the bottles in the backpack.
Yeah, they need to deport every one of those clowns. I mean, where's the appreciation? You know what? The appreciation is gone. They don't appreciate us. They're here for a free ride. It hurts me to say that. But those clowns doing that stuff, they're here for a free ride. And they should be put on a plane and sent home today. Do not pass go. Do not wait around. Do not give them another $1,000 check. Put them on the plane, ship them out. Done. Drop them off. In fact, just parachute them out. You don't even have to land. Just drop them out.
Yeah.
You want to treat our peace officers like that, just drop them out the plane.
Yeah.
And by the way, I don't know who packed the chute, so, I mean,
it's one of those free backpacks.
Yes. So here, take one of the free backpacks, and we'll give you a phone on the way out. Yes. Tom, you're not going to say that's mean? Usually you say, oh, well, that's inhumane. Well, the way they treat our police officers is inhumane.
He gave me the look like he wasn't listening.
Yeah, go ahead, say it. That's inhumane.
You don't think that's inhumane, Tom?
What's that?
You don't think that's inhumane?
I will reserve comment.
Yeah, I bet you will.
What does that translate to, Kevin?
Yeah, damn liberal.
Set me up.
Vermont resident makes an unsettling discovery on her property as migrant crisis continues on the northern border now.
Mm-hmm.
Highgate resident Christy Brow caught migrants on security cameras outside her house and even discovered abandoned belongings in her shed.
Man.
And she is now saying, I'm scared. I am scared, and I am worried. It's just me and my son in this house alone.
Mm-hmm.
When does it matter about our citizens and their safety? Joe Biden and Mayorkas and everybody who goes along with this scam, there's blood on your hands.
But they don't care. That's the whole thing. They don't care about Americans at all, and they prove it time and time again. And yeah. I would ask for anyone who has evidence of them actually caring about Americans over other countries, other nationalities first, to prove it.
I mean,
to prove that they care.
If they cared about Americans, why would we be cutting benefits for the veterans, cutting their benefits and putting these migrants in front of the veterans for care?
These foreign illegals.
I mean, they've done prove, the Democratic Party has done prove to me that I cannot trust them. And they don't care about our own.
They're anti-Americans.
They have chosen foreigners over citizens, and they continue to do it. Did you see Christy Brinkley?
Yes.
She was on Instagram.
Yep.
Oh, my goodness.
Still looking good?
She posed in her bra and panties.
Oh, my goodness.
She's 70 years old, and let me just say, she is aged really well. Wow.
Her daughter's a hottie, too.
Billy Joel's ex.
Man, Billy Joel, how you screw that up?
Well, he is the
now
piano
I understand
man.
why you crawled inside the bottle. I get it now. Yeah, I would have probably done the same thing if I'd have lost that. Crazy. All right, let's get to things that happened on this date in history, being brought to you by 2A Tactical Firearms and the Indoor Firing Range. This is not your typical gun shop. It is not your typical firearm shop. It is not. They have the, first of all, owned and operated by a veteran, and that's top-notch when it comes to firearms and that type of stuff. Dwayne Pennick and his family running 2A Tactical Firearms and the Indoor Firing Range. You can find them on East Navajo in Hobbs. They have the Milo FBI training simulator. You can live fire, or you can do the laser shot, and there's over 1,000 different scenarios. Also, you can join the range and monthly membership or hourly rate. I mean, you join and get that monthly membership, you can unlimited shoots. It's pretty cool. Don't have a gun but want to go practice? Not a problem. They can rent you a gun. Also, if you've never fired a fully automatic AR, they have one, and you can rent it. And if you have never had any training with a firearm. They do one-on-one training or group training for first-time shooters. Find out more information. They've got guns, they've got tactical gear, they've got optics, they've got everything. 2atacticalrange.com, or just stop by and see them at 236 East Navajo, Suite 1200 in Hobbs. Proud sponsor of things that happen on this date in history. 1804, the very first self-propelled locomotive was put on the rails in Wales. Where is Wales, Tom?
That's in, I believe, in Canada, isn't it?
Correct.
Yes, Canada. Yeah, that dude scores again. I can't believe you got it right again. Wow. Mary Shelley, born on this date in 1851.
Who is she, Tom?
Frankenstein author, by the way.
Oh, Tom scores one. Congress
that actually
outlawed-
is correct.
Yeah. 1857, Congress outlawed foreign currency as a legal tender in the United States.
Huh. Imagine that.
Hmm.
We could get it right way
first-
back then, but not now.
Yeah. First electric burglar alarm installed in Boston, Massachusetts in 1858. Lucy Hobbs became the first woman in America to graduate dental school in 1866. She was a member of the drill team, too.
Yeah.
Back in the day. Very first phone book was published in 1878. Washington Monument was dedicated at the National Capitol in 1885. That monument was a monumental moment, Tom, for who? Monumental moment for who?
Oh, I'm trying to think of his name.
Yeah, that guy.
That guy.
Yeah. You got it right again. Yeah.
Washington.
Could it be Washington, since it's called the Washington Monument?
I figured that one out. Yeah.
Oh, my God.
So, Tom, why is the Washington Monument two different colors of stone? You're Mr. Trivia.
Because they ran out of a certain color.
Wrong.
What was it?
Because of the Civil War. They
Explain.
started building it before the Civil War, and they had to stop construction. Then, after the Civil War, was when they restarted the construction, which is why it was dedicated on this day in 1885. Right? You say 1885, Kevin?
Yeah.
Yeah, 1885. Yep.
That
So
whole
in
thing is
two different quarries.
The whole mall and everything that's there in Washington is the greatest home court advantage in the world.
What?
Yeah.
I don't know what that means.
I don't know what that
Well, the whole layout of Washington is the best home court advantage in the world.
I have no idea what that means either. Continue, Kevin, please.
Oregon became the first state to make Labor Day a holiday in 1887. And Edwin Land invented the Polaroid instant camera on this date.
That's right.
In 1947. National Grain-Free Day, National Sticky Bun Day. Sophie Turner having a birthday from Game of Thrones. She's 28 years old. Charlotte Church is 38. Jordan Peele is 45. Jennifer Love Hewitt is 45. Score Love, 45. Christopher Atkins, 63. Tommy was in a big movie.
He was in a movie with Brooke Shields. It was called Lagoon.
Blue Lagoon.
Yeah.
And Kelsey Grammer is 69. From the movie, or from the TV show.
The TV show was Frasier.
Cheers first.
And Cheers.
Yeah.
Without
and
Cheers, there is no Frasier.
Yeah. And wasn't he on the, he was Bob on The Simpsons?
Sideshow Bob, yeah.
Was he? Okay.
Yeah, I think he was. Things that happen on this day.
Wait. You missed one.
I missed one?
The only actor to be in all of the Star Wars movies, Anthony Daniels.
That's why I missed it.
Yeah. So all of them. Do you know who he is, Tom?
He's Luke.
No. He's C-3PO.
Get out. Really?
The only actor to be in all 10 Star Wars movies.
That's not Luke?
No, Tom.
Mark Hamill wasn't in all movies?
No. He got killed in the 7th one.
Oh. I don't keep up with that stuff.
Ain't much that you do, brother. All right, 8 o'clock, KWMW, Malmsmore, 105.1 FM. Check of the weather being brought to you by Roadrunner Grill and Barbecue, 811 West Main in Artesia, 575-736-2573. If you're sitting on location, going, man, these folks have done an awesome job out here. I want to give them something special. How about lunch? Call in advance, order, and then you can pick it up and bring it back to them on location. And you can order barbecue or a host of other things. Or maybe you could get everybody the barbecue, the bacon wrap barbecue sandwich. When I say barbecue, the whole thing is wrapped with bacon, sauteed with barbecue sauce, and then stuck in the smoker where it slow cooks. And that bacon, all the grease and all the,
You are making me hungry.
575-736-2573 or 811 West Main in Artesia. Windy day today, 40-mile-an-hour winds after 1 p.m. today. Most of the winds from the west, 83 for the high. Tonight, 30-mile-an-hour winds, mostly from the west. Northwest tomorrow, 30-mile-an-hour winds. Temperatures are going to be only about 69 tomorrow. Starting to warm up just in time for the weekend again. Check of the weather this morning being brought to you by our buddies at the Roadrunner Grill.
It's a pretty nice February when we're talking about 69 and we think that's cooling off.
Yeah, no doubt. I got a lot of stories to get to, including a Roswell man arrested after he set 2 fires in Roswell. 2 adults charged in connection with the Kansas City Chiefs shooting. I'll fill you in on that. Convicted rapist accused of cutting off his ankle monitor is back behind bars. And Republican senators are urging Mitch McConnell to ensure Mayorkas is impeached. We'll talk about those stories and more coming up next. National Anthem and the Pledge being brought to you by our friend Rebecca Long, 575-393-2661. She could take care of all your insurance. Look, she's been in the insurance business for 40-plus years. Started when she was 19 years of age when she started her insurance agency with Farmers Insurance. She can take care of home, auto, life insurance, commercial insurance, pretty much everything. So get in touch with her, bundle all your insurance, save time, save money. Rebecca Long, 575-393-2661, taking care of folks. And Lee Eddy and Chaves County. God bless America. God bless you. It's 8:03. We're W105. Here's the National Anthem and the Pledge.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, o'er the ramparts we watch, were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets regular, the bombs bursting. Gave Peru
God bless America. God bless you. It's already 8:06 on W105. Large prayer being brought to you by Judah Oil, reminding you God is in control.
So do not fear, for I am with you. Do not be dismayed, for I am your God.
Hi, this is Felicia Bowen with Judah Oil. Please join me in our Lord's Prayer. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, the power, and the glory, forever and ever. Amen.
Quick check of the weather being brought to you by Janko Janitorial. Find them West Main and Artesia. Full-service janitorial company. They also have all your janitorial supplies. Looking for commercial-grade janitorial supplies? They got them. Give Amber a call this morning, 575-703-1869. They can even deliver them to you. But they specialize in all your commercial, industrial, and all-field cleaning. They do everything from window cleaning, the office cleaning, to stripping floors and waxing floors, to all-field cleaning and industrial cleaning. Their employees are all certified, pathogen certified, hazmat certified, and PPE certified. Amber's standing by this morning. Give her a call if you need something clean. They got you covered. Or if you need janitorial supplies, 575-703-1869. JankoJanitorial.com. Windy day today, 40-mile-an-hour winds. Most of that coming after 1 p.m. today. High temperature 83. 30-mile-an-hour winds tonight and tomorrow. Should be a pretty good day on Friday with sunny skies getting up to about 65. We got lots of things to get to this morning. We're going to qualify you for the trip that we're giving away to Disney. News this morning being brought to you by Ragsdale Law Firm. Luke Ragsdale, 575-208-5300. He is the guy that settles the big cases in southeast New Mexico. $10 million case in the patch, $9 million medical malpractice case. Slip and falls, car accidents. He settles all of them. If you're trying to handle your case by yourself, insurance companies are not budging. You need Luke Ragsdale. Maybe you have gotten yourself in a matter where you need somebody to defend you in the court of law. Luke Ragsdale, 575-208-5300, RagsdaleLawFirm.com. News coming up next right now. Let's qualify you for the trip we're giving away to Disney from W105.
Call in and win.
Hey, everybody, it's me, Mickey Mouse.
We're going to Disney World.
Fox News, I'm Chris Foster. From President Biden about an accelerated forgiveness program.
$1.2 billion in loans is being discharged.
We're providing real, immediate breathing room from an unacceptable reality where student loan payments compete with basic needs like putting food on the table.
Education Secretary Miguel Cardona says those eligible have been making payments for at least a decade on student loans of $12,000 or less.
Fox's Jared Halpern. Former President Trump compares his legal troubles to the treatment of Russian opposition leader Alexei Navalny. He died in prison Friday.
And it's a horrible thing, but it's happening in our country too. We are turning into a communist country in many ways. And if you look at it, I'm the leading candidate. I get indicted. I never heard of being indicted.
Trump at a Fox News town hall in South Carolina. America's listening to Fox News.
You've imagined that perfect home, designed it in your mind. At Destiny Real Estate, it's dreams that we provide. We buy or sell residential ranches, lots and more. Call Rhonda Burns at Destiny and let her tell you more.
If you're looking to rent, please join our website at www.destinyluxuryrental.com. Now, I've got everything from a little 2-bedroom all the way up to a 10,000 square foot home with an indoor swimming pool. Again, that's destinyluxuryrental.com. And I'm needing some more homes. If you're wanting to make a little extra income, just give me a call. Rhonda Burns, 575-257-3000. At Destiny Real Estate, our business is built on dreams and imagination. Telephone 575-257-3000.
Call Rhonda Burns at Destiny and let her tell you more. Call Rhonda Burns at Destiny and let her tell you more.
Before you head to the job site, shop the Working Guys store in downtown Hobbs. Work boots from $49. FR jeans and shirts from Wrangler, Carhartt, and Cinch. Select outerwear now 20% off. Oakley and Maui Jim sunglasses and safety glasses. Brewmate and Yeti coolers and accessories. Work gloves for any job. We can help you prepare for work, no matter what or where it might be. And we do it all at everyday low prices. Why pay more? Shop the Working Guys store. Open 7 days a week at 109 East Broadway.
Did you know that when you become employed with Eddy County, you'll be receiving one of the best and most competitive benefits packages in southeast New Mexico? Eddy County offers great pay, paid vacation, paid sick leave, and holiday pay. In addition, you get para-retirement, and for full-time employees, 100% health insurance paid and 60% for your dependents. You can find a list of open positions and apply at New Mexico Workforce Connection or online at eddycounty.org. Eddy County is an equal opportunity employer.
Southeastern New Mexico Veterans Transportation Network is in need of volunteer drivers. You do not have to be a veteran to drive. At SCNM Veterans Transportation Network, they transport veterans to and from their doctor's appointments in southeastern New Mexico, West Texas, and many other places at absolutely no cost to our beloved veterans that have fought hard for our country. If you are interested and would like to volunteer, please contact Alice for more details at 575-622-0729, 622-0729. Remember, all gave some and some gave all. Please help support our local veterans today.
Carlsbad's evening hotspot is Cal's Shade Western Lounge and Package, featuring nightly drink specials, karaoke Wednesday nights, open mic Thursdays for ladies' night with $1 off drinks. Plus, most Friday and Saturday nights feature live music. Don't forget the 24-lane bowling action of Cal's Cactus Lanes Bowling and Recreation Center with Cosmic Bowling Friday and Saturday nights. And eat at Berea de Rango Tuesday through Sunday. A restaurant, 2 lounges, package store, and recreation center, all at 1611 South Canal in Carlsbad. Cal's Shade Western now hiring bartenders, waitresses, security, and office personnel. Call 887-9012 for Cal's Shade Western.
Welcome back to Homeschool PE at the Core. Come play with us in a fun and encouraging environment with various activities for each class and focus on overall fitness, motor skills, and agility development. Classes will be held every Tuesday and Thursday at 10 a.m. starting in August. Sessions will continue through May 2024, and classes will not be held in December or on any major holidays. Sign up today on the portal at corehobbs.com.
Hey, this is Big Ben, and it's time to announce the Permian Chevy Buick GMC Nissan's Guaranteed Approval Program. It's a new year, and it's time for a new you. Permian Chevy Buick GMC Nissan has partnered with local banks to bring this opportunity to you. Do you have a job? You're approved. Do you have a passport, a driver's license, or an ID? You're approved. What about an ITIN number? You're approved. Good credit or bad credit, if you're over the age of 18 and currently employed, you're approved. At Permian Chevy Buick GMC Nissan, your job is your credit. Plus, take advantage of the amazing rates on new and pre-owned vehicles. Get rates as low as 1.9% on select new vehicles. Save big today on cars, trucks, vans, and SUVs. With over 300 pre-owned vehicles on the lot and another 300 at our off-site location, we have what you need. Save big now with up to $10,000 off on select new 1,500 trucks and new cars starting as low as $19,000. Now's the time to take advantage. You got to get down to Permian Chevy Buick GMC Nissan today. 701 West Navajo Drive in Hobbs.
Here is your Liar Liar Pants on Fire update.
Before Russia attacked, we made sure Russia had javelins and other weapons.
Be in the Breakfast Club, powered by Carlsbad Chevrolet, and broadcasting from the Inn of the Mountain Gods studio. Text line at 877-396-W105.
Okay, you ready? Yeah, here it comes. Okay, I'm ready.
Don't get up without us.
And now we return to our list of 1,001 reasons not to buy the Apple Vision Pro headset.
$459. You can't even keep track of sunglasses. How are you going to keep track of this?
$460. If they break, you're stuck with a pair of $3,500 ski goggles. $461. You already don't socialize, and this will make you stay inside even more. $462. They leave strap marks on your body, and that's why you pay a dominatrix.
Stay tuned for more reasons not to buy the Apple Vision Pro headset.
Have you seen those? Would you buy a pair?
I've seen them. I would not buy one.
$3,500? Are you kidding me? Just seems like a ridiculous amount of money.
Do you even know what we're talking about, Tom? Yeah, I've seen those.
Yeah, it'd be crazy. Eagles Hotel California criminal trial over stolen lyrics is about to start. And Don Henley is the co-founder of the Eagles.
Right.
Expected to testify. So I don't know a whole bunch about this. So are they somebody trying to say that they stole the lyrics? And what part?
I don't know. Let me see what I can come up with real quick here.
So anyway, they want $1 million, which seems like that's not enough. So the Manhattan judge will decide if 3 men attempting to take it to the limit, the stolen Eagles, the lyrics. Don Henley expected to take the stand, testify against Glenn Harwick's.
They were apparently manuscripts which included, quote, developmental lyrics to the song.
Oh.
So that's what that's over.
So how many members of the Eagles are still around? Don Henley's still around. Joe Walsh is gone, right?
I think he's still around.
I'm not sure about him.
Glenn Frey died.
Right.
Yeah. Glenn Frey.
Randy Meisner. I'm not sure. Don Felder.
I don't know. And of course, the Eagles brought people in, like Michael McDonald, and Joe Walsh. Joe Walsh wasn't a founding member. I don't think so.
Wasn't it? It was Don Felder, Don Henley, Glenn Frey, Randy Meisner, and I think Joe Walsh was one of the five.
Okay.
I think so.
All right. I stand corrected. West Virginia authorities nabbed 11 suspects after they launched a wide-scale probe last year into drones attempting to drop drugs off at a federal prison. Authorities now are kindly asking that anyone please that if you're going to sneak drugs in, do it the old-fashioned way, up the butt. Okay? That's what. Yeah. So the operators of the drones have been lying through their teeth. Which not a whole bunch of teeth because they're from West Virginia. But yeah, I mean, go back to the old-fashioned backdoor method. Yeah. Early morning drivers in Philadelphia highway spotted something surprising alongside their cars, an escaped pony that was running down the highway. I mean, the people in Philly are always used to like stolen cars, but yeah, ponies are a little different. Yeah. Cars, they're used to stolen cars. They're all over the place. Yeah. They are calling it the silver tsunami. We talked a little bit about this yesterday.
Right.
This year, we have a record number of Americans turning 65 and maybe retiring. 4.1 million Americans turned 65 this year.
Wow.
That could bankrupt Social Security. I don't even want to hear bankrupt.
No.
I don't even want to hear you bitch and moan about Social Security one bit. Because I never hear you bitching and moaning about welfare or giving money to foreign entities.
Right.
So I really don't want to hear about it.
You know, if we can pay $15,000 plus a year to people who are here illegally, that's almost as much, and they're just getting that for food. That's almost as much as a lot of people on Social Security make.
Do you know the average amount that people get on Social Security?
I would say $1,600, $1,700 a month.
$1,200 a month, average.
So
average. Tom, how much do you get on Social Security?
I'm healthy.
That's
I
not
didn't
the
ask
question.
that.
Well, I ain't gonna tell the whole world what I'm making.
Why wouldn't you tell? I have no problem saying that I get $2,400 a month.
Is that what you get? Wow.
$2,400.
So if the average is $1,200 a month, that's only $14,400 a year. The people who are here illegally just for food are getting $15,000 a year.
And free housing and all kind of other stuff. So I'll ask again. Tom, how much do you get?
I ain't gonna say.
Why wouldn't you say?
Oh, my God.
Because I don't want to. The people coming up to me and asking me for money and stuff.
Yes, because it's such a big amount.
Yeah.
I already know how much it is.
So,
$1,500 a month. And so you're getting $18,000 a year on Social Security.
You know, I haven't
And
calculated
these people that broke the law are getting $15,000. I know it makes you feel good that you're doing your part to help them, and then you're going to be taxed on your Social Security.
Yes, in New Mexico.
Just
tax me on Social Security.
In New Mexico, yes, sir.
Yeah. Well, and the limit that you can make is actually going down on the feds, so you could be taxed federally. Yep, you could. All right, 822. Roswell man was arrested. He's the guy that's set those two structural fires. Tristan Romero, 27 years old, arrested 2 counts of burglary and arson and 1 count of concealing identity, according to the public information officer in Roswell. Set 2 fires in Roswell. And I mean, as I look at this guy, I'm just looking at him going, man, you look, for 27, you look like you're in bad shape, bro. You look like you're in really, really bad shape. By the way, you know, they say you won't change your life until you hit rock bottom. I think this is it. I think this is the bottom right here. 2 adults have been charged in that shooting at the Kansas City Chiefs celebration parade that left more than 20 people injured and 1 dead. Associated Press reporting 2 individuals, Dominique Miller and Lindell Mays, were among those that pulled out guns after a dispute. 2 juveniles were also part of that, but we don't know a whole bunch of information about that. But 2 people have been charged at this time. Convicted rapist accused of cutting off his ankle monitor. He's back behind bars.
Good.
Maybe they will not let him out this time.
Good luck with that.
A rapist. You're going to let him out of jail. Wow. Congratulations. I mean, he's not the dumb one. Our court system is the dumb one. Fernando Ramirez is now back behind bars. They got him, evidently was on the run. He got to the Texas line, cut off that ankle monitor, and was in the win. He's a convicted rapist. Has been missing since December of 2022. And get this. He's accused of having sex with a 9-year-old family member. Why do you let these people out of jail?
God, right.
Back in the day, it would be get a rope.
Right.
What? I mean, why would you let him out of jail? That's just sad. All right, boob of the day. We're going to get to that coming up in just a second.
The people who let him out, doesn't that, let's use their logic. Doesn't that make them complicit in the crime?
I mean, I say the same thing about Mayorkas and about Biden. You created this problem at the southern border. When people are killed by these migrants, is that blood on their hands?
It is, that they are complicit in that crime. I will stand by that.
Yeah.
And did you see what Chicago is doing, B? I just saw this story come up, and I don't know if you've seen it yet. Chicago is now going to sue 6 of the largest oil companies for, quote, causing climate change. Did you see this?
No.
Yes, they're going to sue 6 of the world's largest oil and gas companies for, like I said, it's a 200-page document.
Where's the proof?
They're pointing to the 1995 heat wave in Chicago.
Oh, heat wave, Chicago.
So if the truckers are going to start boycotting New York,
yeah, can we add Chicago to the list?
Well, let's add it to the list of you don't want oil and gas products. You don't get oil and gas products in Chicago.
Biden canceling another $1.2 billion in student loan debt without the Congress acting.
Whoa, not that. He's going against the Supreme Court.
Supreme Court has ruled against this and said you can't transfer debt from the individuals that signed off on these loans. You can't transfer that to the backs of the taxpayers. They've already ruled on it. Biden doesn't give a damn. So, and I hate when I hear about Trump wants to be a dictator, because that's a dictator move.
The court said I can't do it. I'm doing it anyway, said Joe Biden.
That's a dictator move.
Yep.
Sure is.
If you want to see a would-be dictator, you would get it right here.
Yep, no doubt. Morning show this morning being brought to you by Roswell Livestock and Farm Supply, 1105 East 2nd in Roswell. All your looking good Western. Yeah, they've got all those clothes and boots and belts and everything that you're looking for. Ladies, they've got jewelry there and, Brighton and more. 1105 East 2nd in Roswell. Now, if you're living on a ranch or farm, they got all the supplies that you will ever need. Certified Purina dealer. They've got cattle guards. They've got gates. They have a full-service hardware store at their location. 1105 East 2nd in Roswell, online at roswelllivestock.com, up in Capitan at the Lincoln County Mercantile. Tom, get to it. We're going to do the boob of the day in just a sec.
All right, Jal Patriot is chiming in on the question of the day. What's the happiest place you've been welcome to? He says Luckenbach, Texas. Goes on to say it's not really a city or a town, but it's the most relaxing place we've ever been to. Back to the basics of love, he said. And Buddy, he's chiming in, put that dang monitor on their necks. And he's serious about it. Another texter is saying this morning, Kevin, could you please spell that streaming service you were talking about?
Kemo, Kemo. Kemo.org, I think. Let me type it in.
Kemo?
Yeah, Kemo. I think that's it. They keep changing. I said it and didn't spell it right. Come on.
Oh, are you waiting? This texter says, please make Tulsi Gabbard the vice president nominee so we can make this race unanimously America versus Russia, says the text.
Of course, it from the text, says the text. Yes. Gotcha.
And what did Smokey say to you, Tom?
I ain't seen him.
How do you not see these? They are right there in front of you. You read each text on both sides of these, and then you won't read those.
He says this one. Smokey's trying to be funny this morning. He says, no one's going to be asking your broke ASS for money, Tommy, says Smokey. Yeah. And
that's why you're not saying what you get, because you're scared of somebody asking you for money. Yeah. I'm not buying that.
Oh, I think it's Delo says it's KEMOIP like Paul TV.com.
I was trying to go to mine on my phone, and I don't know why this phone, if I don't use the app in a certain amount of days, it like takes it down, then you have to re-download it. So for whatever reason, I have no idea. But Chemo has been a lifesaver for me. All the football games, everything.
Wow.
Fights, you name it.
Right.
So, all right, Republican senators urging Mitch McConnell, to ensure that Mayorkas impeachment trial that they actually take a vote. First time in more than 200 years, they're trying to get away with not voting on the impeachment.
Mm-hmm.
Pray to God that they don't let it happen. 13
Don't
GOP
they have to? I thought they have to.
They have to. I think it's the law.
That's what I thought.
And you know what? It's time for Mitch McConnell to reach down and find those dried up prunes and stand up to Chuck Schumer. Sorry for saying dried up prunes. I know it's a hell of an image. But I don't think I'm that far off. I'm just saying. All right, 831. Let's get to the boob of the day, being brought to you by Desert Functional Medicine and Aesthetics. Medical professionals on staff. They do such things as stem cell therapy, ozone therapy, and hormonal optimization. They also do testosterone replacement therapy, and they do the hormonal optimization. Look, we all have hormones in our body. You know, women have more estrogen, but still have testosterone. And if a woman doesn't have testosterone in the body, she starts feeling a little, no get up and go and all kind of other stuff. I talked to a lady that told me her problem was she didn't have any testosterone. Well, all that's got to be balanced out. That's why they have to optimize your testosterone and your estrogen. And guys have estrogen too. Some guys have more estrogen than other guys. Get in touch with them. Let them do a deep dive into your blood work to find out what's going on. And if you don't feel good, listen to your body. 3900 North Lovington Highway in Hobbs. Find them there and also at thedesertfma.com. Follow them on Facebook. Proud sponsor of the Boob of the Day.
A 33-year-old man in Canada has been convicted of sexual assault. It's a very serious crime, but the details here are kind of ridiculous. The guy's grand scheme was this. He'd meet men online while he was pretending to be a woman named Angela. Then he would invite them to his home for anonymous fun, but he laid down some rules. There was to be no talking, and the men wouldn't see him. Instead, they'd, let's say, interact through a hole in a sheet that was hanging in a doorway. The perp did this twice that we know of, and he was caught when the second victim simply pulled the sheet down and saw him on the other side wearing a black wig. It's unclear why he wore a wig if they wouldn't see him, but also I guess that means the first victim didn't catch on. Anyway, the man has been sentenced to more than 2 years in prison for this, and they didn't say if his name was Justin Trudeau or some other name wearing the wig.
It could be Justin.
Yeah. So for all of that, this guy is the boob of the day.
Boob of the Day being brought to you by Desert Functional Medicine and Aesthetics. Get in touch with them today. Motion filed in Santa Fe at the Archdiocese to release the names of accused sexual abusers. Federal judge approved that $121 million reorganization plan for the Archdiocese back in 2022. But part of it is, why don't we have a list? And while you're at it, can we get the Epstein list also?
That would be nice.
We ought to know who the people that perpetrated these crimes against the innocent.
Yeah, why are we stopping releasing the names of these folks?
I don't get it. The lawbreakers' names should be released. And let's start with Epstein.
Instead, they release all victim names so they can get shamed more, and we never find out who the perpetrators are.
Agreed. I do not get it. I don't get it at all. Crazy. All right, Tom, text line is open. We're going to talk about a man wearing a kilt, shoving stuff where the sun doesn't shine. We'll get to that in a second.
I had that as my boob yesterday of my two choices, and I did not choose that one.
Holy crap. Okay.
Literally.
Jeff Rose chiming in. Michelle Obama has the highest level of testosterone than most men.
That's testosterone.
Says Jeff Rose.
That's pronounced testosterone.
No, it's testosterone in mine.
You're incorrect.
Well, whatever.
You're incorrect, Tom.
Did you guys see where Missouri sent the Guard to help Abbott?
That's right. One of more than half the states sending the National Guard to Texas.
Mm-hmm. And hey, what enforcement mechanism does the Supreme Court have to enforce the ruling? Boy, does you know everything?
Well, both houses of Congress are supposed to step in and do that, but they don't.
That's surprising.
I don't even find that comical. I know we got that nervous twitch laugh, but I don't find it comical. I just don't. Maybe it's just me. All right, a man wearing a kilt in Spring, Texas. Spring, Texas is a small country town.
Well, it's northwest of Fort Worth.
Yeah. Mitchell Cooper, Vest. That's his name. This dude stands 6'6".
Yeah, and that kilt was not like a real kilt. Like, it was, olive drab.
It was more like minis.
Yeah.
Anyway, the guy is 6'6", 250. He's known to wear, a kilt, a skirt, which is easy, for him to do what he does. Okay, I'll get to that. Anyway, he was going into several shops, and he was stealing stuff. Well,
borrowing.
Let me phrase that. He was shoving antiques up his backside. That's why he was wearing the kilt. Easy access.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if he had plans to sell the antiques.
No, he did it while I watched the video, or at least the excerpts they had. And he would walk around, look around, pick up an object that would, go there, and he would do that and then put it back on the shelf.
Oh my Lord. Oh my Lord. By the way, they're saying that they can't resell these items because of the feces on them.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God. This is not something you see every day. It gives a whole new meaning to antiquing. It really does. Some people in the store think their products stink. And guess what? Now they really, really do. Holy crap-a-moly. 6'6", 250, shoving things where the sun doesn't shine.
Yeah, and like I said, one of the news things, actually, it was security video, of course, so it's up, so you don't have to really, but it showed him doing it.
Yeah, one item was a antique bottle opener, and then there was a tobacco tin can that went right up the keister.
Yeah, just awful. And I'm wrong. Apparently, Spring is down by Houston.
Yeah, Houston. Yeah, Spring is. That's what I thought. It was by Houston.
Yeah. So
I had a buddy of mine that was from Spring. All right, we're going to take a break. Tom, anything else on the text line? And Tom, was Tom looking at anything in the studio when
he was looking at his phone? But I don't know what it was.
I was trying to look up that Spring, Texas. I thought that was where Eric Dickerson played, but he played in Sealy, Texas.
Sealy.
Yeah.
Sealy's close to Houston also.
What does Eric
but
Dickerson have to do with this?
It's on the other side. Well, because Tom has to, have these ridiculous facts and chime in.
Now, the thing about
Sealy, Texas, where they make Igloo ice chests.
Oh,
I just pulled Tom right there.
Mm-hmm.
There you go. So we're
yeah, but at least that was something tagging on to something else.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, Sealy's next door, buddy. So he probably plays Spring, Texas, and that's where Eric Dickerson.
Now, Spring is on the other side of Houston.
Yeah, but they all play each other somewhere.
Like going towards Beaumont, kind of, Arlington.
Yes.
Not Arlington, Angleton, and then you go a little bit further. Spring is that way. So I know you're from Texas, but you know nothing geographically, for sure. All right, get to the text. Let's go.
All right, so the Democrats, this is Jeff from Hagerman chiming in. He says, They're like flies. They eat poo-poo and brother. People, laugh out loud, says Jeff from Hager.
Did you say they eat poo-poo and brother?
Yeah. He said they was the S word, but I said poo-poo.
Thank you, Tom.
What is...
And then Tom A is the Joe Biden of the radio station. Says that. And J Dub from Hobbs says, that place had crappy deals on antiques.
They did. That can opener is just, yeah.
There you go. And there's some other texters telling us where the spring is. I think we've already identified where it's at, though.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but that's not where Eric Dickerson was from, Tom.
No.
Sealy.
That was Sealy, Texas.
Sealy, let's
Yeah, right up the road.
He had gone.
Yeah, because that story had so much to do with Eric Dickerson.
Well, it did.
Yeah.
Sealy, we knew now that he's not from Spring.
It has nothing to do with Eric Dickerson.
Right. You idiot savant. All right, we're going to get to news coming up. Quick check of the weather being brought to you by Camp of the Tall Pines. Scott and Jamie Miller took over Camp of the Tall Pines. Man, I want to say it's been close to 3 years now, and they've made a lot of improvements since they purchased Camp of the Tall Pines. They've added cozy cabins. They've got more RV hookups. They've got raised platform campsites. Go check them out online, camptallpines.com. If you want to go up there for the weekend or the week, maybe you're hunting in that region, maybe you got a large gathering, big family reunion, or maybe you want to bring a church retreat up there, give them a call, 575-687-4101, camptallpines.com. Blow and dust today, most of that coming after 1 today. 40-mile-an-hour winds are expected. Those winds will stick around into tomorrow. Still to come, people talk a lot of crap about Elon Musk. First patient to receive the Neuralink brain chip. We'll tell you what happened with that patient. $125 million for housing. The governor signed that, and the Lubbock man sentenced 35 years in connection with a 2021 shooting. We'll get to those stories and more coming up next. Good news of the day still to come. We're going to give you a chance to qualify for our trip that we're giving away, of course, to Disney. News this morning being brought to you by WWRV, 3 RV parks in one. Quiet place to lay your head. Very nice in Carlsbad. They've got 162 RV hookups, 30 and 50 amps available, and, of course, high-speed internet wired right to your hookup is included with that low price. Give them a call, 988-0392, WWRV ×3.com. They're pet-friendly, very well lit up, and a quiet place to lay your head. We're going to get updated with news. We're coming right back. Let's qualify you for the trip we're giving away to Disney. We're W105.
Call in and win.
Hey, everybody, it's me, Mickey Mouse.
We're going to Disney World.
News brought to you by Stone Oilfield Services in Lovington. Getting the job done right every time since 2004.
Proudly serving most phases of the oil field process, Stone Oilfield Services has a fleet of over 60 trucks and a workforce of over 100 employees. From water transport to kill and vac truck operations, flowback services and pit filling to the clean out of rigs and tanks, as well as oiling and acidizing, Stone Oilfield believes in getting the job done right every time. Their central motto, do what you say you can do. Call them today at 575-396-1840. That's 396-1840.
MTD Radio News, I'm Joe Miller. Hobbs City Commissioner Roy Pennick has been charged with battery after video appears to show him punching someone in the parking lot. It's also not the first time the city commissioner has been in trouble. On December the 6th, the victim went to Lowe's and told police Pennick came up to his truck, banged on his window. Victim told police he rolled down the window, and that's when Pennick punched him. Panic told police the victim was the one who started it. Panic told police the victim gave him the finger and told the commissioner he was going down. Panic also claimed the victim spit on him, which is why he threw that punch. New Mexico Department of Health Scientific Laboratory Division has confirmed the state's first case of hantavirus pulmonary syndrome this year. The DOH says the San Juan County man who contracted the disease has been released from the hospital and is currently at home recovering. HPS is a severe, often fatal respiratory disease. It's transmitted from rodents to humans, according to the CDC. Initial symptoms of HPS include fatigue, fever, muscle aches, headaches, dizziness, chills, and abdominal problems. The illness progresses to respiratory symptoms, including coughing and shortness of breath. Carlsbad Municipal Court Judge Collis Johnson received a substantial pay increase from city councilors. Last time city council approved a raise for a municipal judge was back in 1996. Read a memo from the city of Carlsbad attorney Denise Madrid-Boya to councilors. Council members unanimously approving $62,000 a year salary for Johnson, which is an increase from the $34,000 a year salary that was set nearly 30 years ago. Ward 3 City Councilor Mary Garwood says the pay increase for Johnson long overdue. Johnson was elected back in 2018 after serving as the court administrator. And that's a look at what's happening. I'm Joe Miller, MTD Radio News.
Hey, this is Big Ben, and it's time to announce the Purrian Chevy Buick GMC Nissan's Guaranteed Approval Program. It's a new year, and it's time for a new you. Purrian Chevy Buick GMC Nissan has partnered with local banks to bring this opportunity to you. Do you have a job? You're approved. Do you have a passport, a driver's license, or an ID? You're approved. What about an ITIN number? You're approved. Good credit or bad credit, if you're over the age of 18 and currently employed, you're approved. At Permian Chevy Buick GMC Nissan, your job is your credit. Plus, take advantage of the amazing rates on new and pre-owned vehicles. Get rates as low as 1.9% on select new vehicles. Save big today on cars, trucks, vans, and SUVs. With over 300 pre-owned vehicles on the lot and another 300 at our off-site location, we have what you need. Save big now with up to $10,000 off on select new 1,500 trucks and new cars starting as low as $19,000. Now's the time to take advantage. You got to get down to Permian Chevy Buick GMC Nissan today. 701 West Navajo Drive in Hobbs.
Before you head to the job site, shop the Working Guys store in downtown Hobbs. Work boots from $49. FR jeans and shirts from Wrangler, Carhartt, and Cinch. Select outerwear now 20% off. Oakley and Maui Jim sunglasses and safety glasses. Brewmate and Yeti coolers and accessories. Work gloves for any job. We can help you prepare for work, no matter what or where it might be. And we do it all at everyday low prices. Why pay more? Shop the Working Guys store. Open 7 days a week at 109 East Broadway. If you're looking for a career, not just a job, join the family of excellence at Lucky Services. Now hiring CDL truck drivers, floor hands, and derrick hands. Bring a friend, and both of you get a $500 Visa card after 6 months and a $1,000 Visa card after 1 year. Apply at LuckyFamilyInc.com or in person, 6210 Lovington Highway in Hobbs or 7103 FM 1788 in Midland. Lucky Services is an equal opportunity employer.
Hey everyone, this is Daniel Bellis at Carlsbad Chevrolet. I want you guys to relax a little bit. I want you to lean back and I'm going to hypnotize you. We're going to buy your vehicles at Carlsbad Chevrolet. We're going to give you top dollar at Carlsbad Chevrolet to buy your vehicles.
Now wake up and bring me your dang car. What's really going on? Bring your cars. You need to get rid of them. I need more. I'm ready to pay you top dollar like I pay the auctions. We need to supplement these new cars that are not coming, and we need them now. That's right here at Carlsbad Chevrolet. No hassles, no commissions, period.
Los Alamos Ammo presents the Lovington Gun Show February 24th and 25th at the Lee County Fairgrounds, 101 South Commercial Street. 9 till 5 Saturday, 10 till 4 Sunday. This is a buy, sell, and trade gun and knife show, and everyone is welcome. There's plenty to see and do, so bring the whole family. It's the Lovington Gun and Knife Show, presented by Los Alamos Ammo, February 24th and 25th at the Lee County Fairgrounds in Lovington, New Mexico. Be there.
At Coffee Drilling LLC, they offer a wide range of drilling services from small domestic water to agricultural and monitor wells. In addition to mud and rotary drilling, Coffee Drilling offers services to pre-existing wells, as well as troubleshooting of pumps and all control systems. Call Coffee Drilling today to schedule your routine maintenance or see about an upgrade to your water system. Call 505-270-1767. That's 505-270-1767. Coffee Drilling, LLC. Over 20 years experience and serving all of Hobbs, Lovington, and Eunice.
Here is your Liar Liar Pants on Fire update.
Basically the same dose, but a smaller dose.
Be in the Breakfast Club, powered by Carlsbad Chevrolet, and broadcasting from the Inn of the Mountain God studio. Text line at 877-396-W105.
All right, people, let's move it.
Drive in today with the best damn morning show on earth.
Good news of the day coming up. We're going to get to that. Our number 877-396-W105. Be on the Breakfast Club. Atlas Makeup Mirror, proud sponsor of Be on the Breakfast Club, and have been for a long, long time. If you haven't heard about the Atlas Makeup Mirror, let me fill you in. Go to Facebook or Instagram and check it out. All the videos are up there. It is the best makeup mirror in the business. Comes with 3 different mirrors. They pull out 5 times 1 times 5 times 10 magnification, LED lights, the charger. The battery on this thing lasts a long, long time. And it travels so easy that it weighs less than 4 pounds and even comes in a traveling case. Go to the website, atlasmakeamirror.com. You can order right from the website. Check them out today. 8:51, Tom and the text. I got a lot of things to get to before we wrap it up.
All right. I just stopped by. I just went back from the studio, got here in a second.
He just stopped by.
Yeah.
Thank you for stopping by. Well, can you leave?
Maybe he was trying to open a can of whoop ASS on that story about the antique. Okay. And KOAT News is predicting 75 to 90 mile per hour gusts in the White Cities area there in Eddy County.
Holy crap.
I'll get more on that there in a moment. See what that's happening there. Maybe call some people down there. So
I got plenty of contacts. So I'm a contact guy.
I think that Tom bothers people because he lacks.
That's not what it says.
Taroni.
It says Tom Brothers people.
Oh, brothers.
And that's in all capital letters. So he's picking on the way that you said bothers.
Oh.
You said brothers instead, and I said brothers, and you doubled down and said brothers.
So you're going to correct me on testosterone again?
He wrote testosterone.
Tess.
The other word, that's testosterone. Testaroni.
Yeah.
Is testosterone. The other word is testosterone.
Same thing.
It is not the same thing.
It is not the same thing.
In Tom's
one
world,
is a made-up word, and the other one is a something you have nothing of.
Yeah, but Blake doesn't understand the inside joke.
Remember when you had like a 12 on your blood work for testosterone?
Why don't you tell us the inside joke there?
Well, it's just I made it up a year ago, 2 years ago.
Quit making it up. Air
funny.
filter, testosterone.
So what you're saying is inside your head is the inside joke.
But people get it. So, but
nobody gets it. Nobody wants it.
But it's there. So there you go.
So,
but it's there.
It's always going to be there, Blake.
I'm sorry.
Only if you're here.
So live with it, buddy.
Only if you're here.
Anyway,
we had a few more people telling us where spring is on the north side of Houston.
Yeah.
So not towards Beaumont.
No. Well, kind of, sort of, right? It's by Arlington, Angleton, correct?
I don't know that part of it.
You were the one that was looking it up, Tom.
Yeah, but I was looking at Lukenbach, where Lukenbach was.
Why were you looking for that? We were talking about spring.
Yeah, but
well,
a half hour ago.
I can't stick on the thing we're talking about, you know.
Well,
by
you
the way,
talked about Eric
Dickerson went to Lukenbach, Texas. I mean, he was right there.
You know, Houston down there. That's part of the Texas Triangle, and I'm trying to get off track here, B, but I can't make myself do it. So let's move along.
Yeah. So I was looking at spring. It's actually in a different place than I thought it was. Not too far from the airport. Oh, George W. Bush Airport. So not too far. All right, 877-396-W105. New reports say that Madam Web tickets were getting refunded in the masses opening night. Turns out people would rather spend $30 on something less terrible, like going to the proctologist's office. Yeah, I mean, they thought that would be more fun than watching that, or going to Guantanamo Bay. They thought that would be better, among other things. Yes.
That's funny.
Any of the above. Widow of the Haiti late president, Mosey, who was assassinated in his home in 2021, is among more than 50 people indicted in connection with the murder. She had the old man kicked out.
Wow.
Well, when I say kicked out, it's taken out is probably. And Morgan Whalen is working with a restaurant company to open up a six-story bar and restaurant in Nashville. I mean, if you make it, that's the next step. Restaurant, bars, that's residual money.
Sure.
Yeah. Elon Musk, they made fun of Elon Musk. Remember that? They made fun of Elon Musk because he came up with, a brain chip, Neuralink.
Mm-hmm.
And they made fun of him. Right. Thought it was a pipe dream.
Right.
Well, we'll never find the cure for cancer if we think like that. Mm-hmm. Elon Musk claims that the first human patient that got the chip, the brain chip,
right,
is now able to move a computer mouse cursor with its thoughts.
Wow. Pretty cool.
So with their mind, they can move a mouse. And that's just the beginning. Think of all the advances that could be made from this chip. I'm just saying, as we get older, our brain diminishes. Could this help with dementia and that type of? We don't know. But kudos to Elon Musk for investing his money and giving it a shot. That's awesome.
Right.
Lubbock man sentenced to 35 years in connection with that Delhi 2021 shooting. Brian Garcia pled guilty to aggravated assault with a deadly weapon in connection with that November of 2021 murder of 28-year-old Paul Sines. So, I mean, think about this. 35 years in prison for assault with a deadly weapon. Not even murder. Not even manslaughter. And he gets 35 years in prison. If that be New Mexico, that'd be a 10-year sentence.
5.
Yeah, you think it'd be less?
Yes. And he'd be out in 2.
Oh, yeah. He would, yeah. They give him an ankle monitor.
Right.
30-day session. They did pass a bill, $125 million for New Mexico Housing Fund. The governor has not signed that bill yet. This would set up a revolving loan fund for municipalities and folks to build affordable housing.
What does
Section 8, I guess, is what it
What does she have against affordable housing?
I don't know. Well, maybe she's not getting her cut. Lowest effective real estate tax rate. The lowest. I'm like, when I saw Hawaii has the lowest real estate tax rate, 0.27%. Alabama is 0.39%. Colorado, 0.49%.
Wow.
The highest real estate tax. I've always heard Texas is very high. I lived in Texas.
Right.
New Jersey, 2.3%. Illinois, 2.1%. Connecticut, 2%. New Hampshire, 1.89%. Vermont, 1.78%. New York, 1.64%. And Texas, real estate tax, 1.63%. But Hawaii has the lowest in the country. That's crazy. I would have thought they would be one of the highest. Nuts.
Well, so let's look at that real quick, though. What do the states with the highest property tax all have in common?
They're all Democrat.
Yeah.
Yeah, every one of them. New Mexico State Police investigating a police shooting that left the suspect dead in Los Lunas. So this is a ongoing case. Not a whole bunch of information is available. And New York Village is losing its soul as the nation's oldest gun manufacturer flees the blue state and moves to Georgia.
Mm-hmm.
Sad to say that Remington, the gun factory, nestled in New York's Mohawk Valley, is shuttering its doors and moving to Georgia after 200 years.
Yep.
The oldest gun manufacturer in America is pulling up and moving to a different state. Sad.
All because of the extreme left legislation that has been passed in New York.
Amen. And a Texas Girl Scout troop was robbed while selling their cookies in front of the wall in Fort Worth. By God. They're looking for a man between the ages of 18 and 24 wearing a black hoodie. Do you notice nowadays we don't give the description of somebody? That they were black, white, brown, Asian, whatever? Anybody notice that?
Mm-hmm.
And why don't we do that?
Oh, they do if it's white.
They say it's stereotyping.
Yeah, but if they're a white person, they will say a white man in a black hoodie.
I mean, it can't be stereotyping if you're actually looking for that person. If they're looking for a big-headed Hispanic guy, that might be Tom. They're looking for a bald-headed, good-looking white dude. It might be me. Okay, maybe that's a stretch. Maybe. Just thinking. All right, we're gonna get updated with news on the way. Good news of the day still to come. Tom, wrap up the text.
All right, New Mexico state taxes are 3 times higher than my property taxes. This is what Texas is saying, and on my lake house in Texas, they're 3 times higher than his lake.
Well, that's what people always say. Yeah, we got state tax, but we ain't paying that high tax in Texas. And as I look at Texas, it's not that bad. What is the taxes, real estate taxes in New Mexico?
10%. Is it?
No, it can't be 10%. That mean they would be the highest.
Oh, it's high.
So percentage as a percentage of your home value. New Mexico is 0.55.
Oh, 0.55.
No. This one says 0.73 on average. Maybe I'm wrong.
I'm looking right now at 2023 tax rate.
Okay.
Property tax is municipal tax levied by county, city, special tax districts, etc.
0.55.
It says 0.55 for New Mexico. As an example, for Hawaii is 0.26.
So Texas is 1.73?
It's 1.81 according to this. As the percentage of your home value.
Yeah. But still, when you look at the income tax that you pay in New Mexico, hell, you might be, I think it balances out pretty good.
Right.
All right, Tom, get her done.
All right, so with Elon Musk's chip, the benefits are limitless, but they can also shut down your brain with a push of a button.
Yeah, it might not be good.
It may not be good, right? Another texter is saying, Democrats cannot break the law, just like anyone that's not white can be racist, says the text. Now, you guys, you talked about the 2 men arrested in Kansas City. They are black men. I saw their mugs earlier. But they didn't mention they were black.
Not to talk about black guys.
Yeah, they didn't say they were black.
I mean, I don't want to bring color into anything. Unless it's something about you, Tom, then I'll do it.
What are you going to say about me?
I just said,
Oh.
big-headed, brown guy.
You forgot to say good-looking guy.
Yeah, well, I left that out. Sorry.
All right, we're caught up.
All right, let's get updated with the weather this morning. High winds expected. We got a red flag warning that's going to be in effect throughout after 1 o'clock this afternoon. 40-mile-an-hour winds. Wind advisory, red flag warning in effect. High temperature getting up to about 83 today, with 40-mile-an-hour winds today from the west. Tonight, west winds, 30 mile an hour, and then tomorrow, northwest winds, 30 miles an hour, and a high of only 69. Check of the weather being brought to you by Zia Guns. Zia Guns, 1907 North Main and Roswell. Firearms, they've got them. Handguns, rifles, shotguns. Trade in your old gun to get a better gun. And ladies, if you've been thinking about personal protection, they have lethal and non-lethal personal protection. All your optics, all your ammo. Closed Saturday, always open on Sunday, 1907 North Main in Roswell. Taking a break, coming right back. Let's qualify people with a trip we're giving away to Disney. Good news of the day up next.
Call in and win.
Hey, everybody, it's me, Mickey Mouse.
We're going to Disney World!
Fox News, I'm Chris Foster. The suspect in an 11-year-old girl's death in Livingston, Texas, a friend of her father, is charged with capital murder.
I sadly announced that Audrey's body was located at the Trinity River on the U.S. Highway 59.
Polk County Sheriff Byron Lyons. Audrey Cunningham was reported missing Thursday. The suspect, Don Stephen McDougal, lives in a camper on her family's property. Former President Trump at a Fox News town hall in South Carolina again calls the court cases against him election interference.
They're trying to damage me so they can win another election.
All he talks about is these court cases. He's not talking about the American people, and it's a problem.
Nikki Haley on America's Newsroom on Fox. Her home state, South Carolina primary is on Saturday.
And she's losing it big.
Trump at that event in Greenville, South Carolina last night, saying Haley doesn't know how to drop out. Polls have her far behind Trump. America's listening to Fox News.
That is the sound of your company logo getting printed on 500 shirts. Smart move. And an even smarter move in choosing the experts.
Awesome Graphics, serving Southeast New Mexico and West Texas for 15 years, can not only brand your t-shirts, they can embroider your polos, hats, and jackets. They can print your signs and stickers, large and small. They can handle vinyl graphics for your vehicle. Are the windows in your business too plain? Awesome can print custom decals that allow you to see out, but your customers just see your logo. In fact, Awesome Graphics can put your logo on practically every promotional item under the sun, from coffee cups and water bottles to keychains and sun visors for your company vehicles. Want authentic Yeti Ramblers, mugs, or tumblers customized with your company logo? Awesome Graphics is ready. Stop by 523 West Sanger and Hobbs for ideas, or simply visit myawesomegraphics.com. Trust Awesome Graphics and rest assured, whatever they printed on, your logo will look awesome.
Nobody protects you from mayhem like Allstate. I'm a speed bump. And if you have cut rate car insurance, the cost to reattach your muffler could hurt. So switch to Allstate, save money, and be better protected from mayhem, like me.
Contact New Mexico and Texas Allstate agent Todd Hyden today. 806-792-3044. That's 806-792-3044.
Based on coverage and limits selected. Subject to terms, conditions, and availability. In most states, prices vary based on how you buy. Allstate Fire and Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
If you're looking for a career, not just a job, join the family of excellence at Lucky Services. Now hiring CDL truck drivers, floor hands, and derrick hands. Bring a friend, and both of you get a $500 Visa card after 6 months and a $1,000 Visa card after 1 year. Apply at LuckyFamilyInc.com or in person, 6210 Lovington Highway in Hobbs or 7103 FM 1788 in Midland. Lucky Services is an equal opportunity employer.
Hey everyone, this is Daniel Bellis at Carlsbad Chevrolet. I want you guys to relax a little bit. I want you to lean back, and I'm going to hypnotize you. We're going to buy your vehicles at Carlsbad Chevrolet. We're going to give you top dollar at Carlsbad Chevrolet to buy your vehicles. Now wake up and bring me your dang car. What's really going on? Bring your cars. You need to get rid of them. I need more. I'm ready to pay you top dollar like I pay the auctions. We need to supplement these new cars that are not coming, and we need them now. That's right here at Carlsbad Chevrolet. No hassles, no commissions, period.
Before you head to the job site, shop the Working Guys store in downtown Hobbs. Work boots from $49. FR jeans and shirts from Wrangler, Carhartt, and Cinch. Select outerwear now 20% off. Oakley and Maui Jim sunglasses and safety glasses. Brewmate and Yeti coolers and accessories. Work gloves for any job. We can help you prepare for work, no matter what or where it might be. And we do it all at everyday low prices. Why pay more? Shop the Working Guys store. Open 7 days a week at 109 East Broadway.
This Lovington Wildcat update being brought to you by Battle Energy Services. 1315 Avenue D in Lovington, with 5 generations of their own Lovington Wildcats.
Proudly serving the Permian Basin for over 10 years, Battle Energy Services says good luck to the Lovington Wildcats. With locations in Lovington, New Mexico, and Midland, Texas, Battle Energy is your source for BOP nipple up and testing services. Also offering Safeland USA and H2S oilfield safety classes every Friday. 5 generations of Lovington Wildcats are behind the family and team at Battle Energy Services. Call 575-942-9472. That's 575-942-9472. Go Wildcats.
In 2 head-to-head district ball games against Artesia, the Lovington Lady Wildcats have lost both games by a total of 10 points. Unfortunately, in the game against Artesia last Friday night, the Lady Wildcats had a couple of players out. Coach, Chief Bridgeport.
We were a little short-handed, missing a couple, and but that's someone's got to step up, So It's hard fought, and hate to lose that one, but so now we got to go try to steal a couple on the road.
You still hoping to get the district title, Coach?
There's still a chance that you could. Things could happen where it could be a 3-way tie still, and so but we just got to worry and take care of ourselves and. Hopefully, heck, you want to be first, but you sure need to be second if you want to get a home game in the playoffs.
And vitally important at this point of the season.
Healthy and have everybody and, give it your best shot.
This Lovington Wildcat update being brought to you by Battle Energy Services. Call 575-942-9472. Go Wildcats.
Here is your Liar, Liar, Pants on Fire update.
Guess what? 500 million people have watched what I've done out of my basement.
Be in the Breakfast Club, powered by Carlsbad Chevrolet, and broadcasting from the Inn of the Mountain God studio. Text line at 877-396-W105.
The most annoying man in the history of planet Earth is on the air.
All right, on number 877-396-W105. Be on the Breakfast Club already. 9:12. Tom A. in charge of the text. Is he back in?
He is not. But one of the texts said they almost sharded when Tom A. called himself good looking. So I thought that was funny. Hey, welcome back, Tom.
Was that a nice comment or what?
Sure.
Oh, yeah. Very nice. Yeah.
And
they actually said that you were the Mexican George Clooney.
Right.
And this one says it doesn't balance out for me. I paid $6,000 in Texas property tax and $18,000 in New Mexico state taxes. I guess it depends on how much money you make.
Right.
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
There you go.
Looks like Walmart spends about $2.3 billion annually. Well, no, they bought Vizio, the TV company, $2.3 billion. I thought the story was going to say that that's how much they spent on buying TVs, but they didn't just buy the TVs; they bought the whole damn company. Vizio, Visio. I always thought that was a company that was based in Japan. Maybe not. Capital One buys Discovery. Final price $35.3 billion. Russian President Vladimir Putin has presented a car to his North Korean counterpart Kim Jong-un. The Aris is a luxury car. Yeah, it launched in 2018, and it produces all the state cars.
It launched the Spy Ring in 2018?
Yeah, well, it could have.
Hey,
yeah.
Hey.
Yeah. Starbucks in China. They're helping locals celebrate the Lunar New Year. Remember, that was so important to Representative Stansbury, the Lunar Year. How many people in New Mexico give a damn about in China, they get it.
Well, all those people that have come across the southern border.
Oh, they might. Yeah, they might.
And, of course, it's the year of the wood dragon, for those asking.
Oh, wow. New Orleans Saints veteran tight end Jimmy Graham will be part of a 4-person pursuit for the Guinness World Book of Records, a rowing team. They're going to row about 1,000 miles across the Arctic Ocean. Next year, it's 15 days straight. And all of this, they're trying to raise money for a charity. Doesn't name the charity.
Huh.
Go ahead, Jamie.
Yeah.
And Beyonce, she has her own hairline company, hair care product. And it's called
I Want to Be a Cowboy.
Keycred. And it's now out there. Keycred. Keycred.
I have no doubt that Beyonce could do country, like real country, if she wanted
That's
to.
what I'm saying. A ballad or something, she probably could have scored.
Got a pretty voice.
No,
yeah, she's talented enough, but what they're doing isn't country.
No, and I think it's criminal.
And of course, they're going to try and say it's because she's black.
Yeah,
and that has nothing to do with it.
I'm racist.
It has nothing to do with it.
Yeah, after arriving in Sydney, Australia, ahead of the Eras Tour, Taylor Swift was photographed going out to dinner with a fellow singer, Sabrina Carpenter, and, they were drinking a couple beers.
Okay.
Some people are saying she needs intervention.
Intervention?
She's an adult.
That's what I said.
Isn't she like 30?
Then she's a lush. Is she a lush?
Well, that's what they're saying. The Swifties are worried about her.
She can drink what she wants. She's an adult.
But, Blake, they're worried about her. She might need a intervention.
On an all-new Intervention, we take a deep dive into the obsession that most of us simply cannot comprehend.
My name is Doug Fritz. I am addicted to all things Taylor Swift.
See, that's another
I used to
one.
just listen to her country stuff, but then I got into her pop music. Now I listen to her fart into a microphone for 45 minutes if that's what she decided to record.
T. Swift and Travis Kelce news is all I crave. I can't even fall asleep at night without knowing if they kissed during a dinner date in New York City.
That would be Tom. That would be Tom. The intervention is needed. But now Taylor might need the intervention because she's out there drinking beer. Sad. But
Well, hey, maybe it'll put a little weight on her.
yeah, you would hope. I mean, anything. College football playoff leaders have adopted the new 5+7 format to allow for more at-large bids. So there are going to be multiple Power 5 schools. Conference winners get in, and then you'll have 7 at-large bids. And
So basically wild
what
cards?
What happens if you get 5 out of 12 from the SEC?
Then I guess
Is that
you get
going
5 out
to
of
make
12.
people upset?
If they're, because that's basically like a wild card. So
Right.
if that's your record and you land one of those, then you land one of those.
Right. But what will happen is schools like Utah will finally get a shot to play against the big dog. And I'm just going to say this. When most of the time when that happens, the big dogs come out and defeat.
Oh, yeah,
Teams
exactly.
like TCU,
Cinderellas.
and I mean, so Tom, you always bring up Jackson State. Do you think Jackson State can compete against a Power 5 school?
No, they won't be able to compete.
So what you're saying, Colorado couldn't either.
Now, Colorado's a Division I school, so they'll compete. But so is Jackson State. But it just depends on how you do in the
So let me translate here and make sure I understand what you're saying. no, Jackson State can't compete, but Colorado's Division I, so they can compete, and so can Jackson State.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I love when he argues with himself.
Well, if Jackson can go undefeated, yeah, I'd put them in the playoffs. But they're not going to get there, though.
So is Colorado going to get there?
Yeah, if they qualify for the wins, you got to have 6 wins at least.
Jesus Christ. You're not going to get into this playoff system with 6 wins. I mean, you're going to need a minimum of 9 wins, but I love when he argues with himself.
If 2 of the cheerleaders do tumbles and somebody sprints 20 yards and they sign a kicker, then
I get it. Yeah. I'm really excited because this year will be the first year that PlayStation and Xbox will come out with the college football game. Remember, they discontinued that. It's been, 10-plus years, maybe even longer.
Yeah.
So that was always my favorite, since I don't watch the NFL. On challenging Biden to debates, Donald Trump told Laura Ingraham last night, I'll do it right now on your show.
Mm-hmm.
I have no problem debating Joe Biden. The problem is Joe Biden, his handlers do not want him to debate anybody. I mean, he can debate himself, just like Tom debates himself all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Always win, though.
Yeah, I mean, you're 100%
and
right.
you always lose, too.
Yeah.
So, like, here at the station, Kevin, you should be lucky that you're not here because we got some skunks that have apparently taken up residence. And
they're just looking for a better life, Blake.
Yeah, but let me tell you what, it's so bad. Like this morning, it was making my eyes water when I was getting all the brakes ready. And now I don't know what Russ did, but he did something to stir them up, and they're doing it again.
No, there's a chain of events that went on. We got skunks up under the building for one. We've already seen them on camera.
Mm-hmm.
Really?
And trapping skunks is not the best of ideas.
Well, you can. You just
you
use
sure
them
it's not you sure it's not the neighbor pothead smoking some home?
No. This is way more pungent than that. Well, we had the plumbing work done, so they're spraying out and drilling things and everything. So of course they got the skunks turned up.
Right.
And so this morning, there's a few words to describe it.
We kind of heard some of those. I had to turn off microphone.
Hey, pungent. Pungent would be one.
It said, doesn't it smell like a motor or like rubber burning?
Yeah. Tires burning, right.
Way to the extreme of that.
It's pretty. I worked at a station one time. They pulled 21 skunks out from under the building. It was so bad in the studio
That's
that
what we're dealing with today.
I could barely breathe.
It's
and the owners didn't want to do anything about it. Tom, you remember the owners, right?
Yes, sir.
And finally, I told them, I said, I'm not coming to work if it's like this tomorrow. Well, that means we won't go on the air. Well, we won't go on the air. I mean, this is not good. It was bad, very bad. 7.2 million illegals entered the United States under the Biden administration. And by the way, that's greater than the population of 36 states. Let that sink in for just a second. That's bigger.
And New Mexico is one of those states.
Yeah, that's bigger than Alabama, Alaska, Arkansas, Colorado, Connecticut, Delaware, Hawaii, Idaho, Indiana, Iowa, Kansas. Okay, I can't do them all, but I mean, it's bad. I mean, bigger than Oklahoma.
3/4 of the states.
Yeah, let that sink in. So could that change
Absolutely.
populations in those states? Because the census counts everybody. Doesn't matter on your status. Just saying. Democrat states cracking down on gas-powered lawn equipment. The climate crusade continues. By the way, Colorado just voted 8-1.
Well, and it's these unelected governing bodies that are now making law.
Yeah, this is the Colorado Air Quality Control Commission.
And who elected them to make law?
That would be appointed by the governor.
Right. So how can they make law?
They can't.
But they are.
They are. Yes, most definitely they are. Yeah, kind of crazy. And Texas is coming out talking about the migrant nonprofit is engaging in smuggling. Attorney General of Texas on Tuesday sued a nonprofit organization that has been providing housing and assistance to migrants and accused them of harboring illegal aliens, human smuggling, and operating stash houses. Ken Paxton said in a written statement that these guys are supposed to be a church, nonprofit. Instead, they have become a group of individuals that are harboring illegal aliens in the state of Texas. Couldn't they be charged with that $10,000 per person?
Well, let's hope so.
I would hope so. Hope Border Institute is the name of the organization, in case you just want to, give to them. Mm-hmm. Yeah, Hope Border Institute. Yeah, that's it.
That's not even hiding who they are in that name.
No.
And they claim to be a church?
Yeah, church, yes. This Fort Bliss soldier, remember I had no idea what femicide was?
Right.
Fort Bliss soldier extradited to Juarez from the United States on that femicide charge. Femicide just means that she was a female and a victim of homicide. So Saul Villa was a soldier at Fort Bliss and committed homicide in Juarez, was extradited back to Mexico yesterday to stand trial in that case. Had a relationship with a 19-year-old girl there. And evidently he stabbed her and shot her in the head. Holy crap. New York City promoting a brand new dance team. And even AOC is scratching her head. Even the barmaid is scratching her head. So with all the problems in New York City with police, New York PD promoting a new dance team, AOC was like, oh, we got a lot of issues in New York. Yeah, it left her scratching her head.
Well, there's a lot of things that leave her scratching her head.
Yeah, I mean, her brain was exploding too. But congratulations to the dance team. In the meantime, police officers are getting the crap beat out of them.
By people that are here illegally.
Yeah, it's
and
crazy.
Saying we're not giving them enough.
Yeah. Morning show this morning being brought to you by David Trujillo. He's running for County Commissioner, District 1 in Lee County, registered Republican, Army veteran, 15 years service. Also has worked as a safety supervisor for 17 years. And for the last 20-plus years, he has worked as either the mayor pro tem, or the city commissioner in Lovington. He understands the ups and downs in the oil field. He also understands how to go to Santa Fe and get money from Santa Fe. And he has lobbied for millions of dollars for Lovington. In fact, $21 million Main Street project. He was instrumental in that project as the capital outlay project was approved when he was mayor of Lovington. Go to David's Facebook page, David Trujillo, registered Republican, running for County Commissioner, District 1. He needs your help. This message paid for by David Trujillo. Good news up next. Tom, anything else?
Yeah, one more, B. Elon Musk's chips was put in a paralyzed person. It goes on to say it would help people with paralysis. Well, I hope it does. There you go.
I don't know if you're lazy or you just get tired of reading. I don't know which one it is.
It's 9:29. You got to get to the...
Let me worry about the time.
All right.
Good news of the day this morning being brought to you by Farmers Insurance Agent. By the way, we spent more time discussing that. You could have read 3 texts. Good news being brought to you by Farmers Insurance Agent. Herschel, Rust, and Hayes, Avenue D in Lovington, 575-396-0513. Home Auto, life insurance, commercial insurance. He's got it all. Proud sponsor of the good news of the day.
I will follow Tom's lead and just do one good story today. A cop in Florida saved a baby's life this month after a motorcycle going 100 miles an hour crashed into his mother's car. The guy on the bike died on impact and almost took a 6-month-old Lola with him. She didn't have a pulse when help arrived, but a cop named Dave Musgrove was first on the scene. He did CPR and brought her back. He's a parent, too, and got pretty choked up about talking about it in a press conference the other day. Lola's still in the hospital, but hopefully on her way to a full recovery. The girl's mom called Dave an angel and said he's now part of their family. And that is your good news of the day.
Good news of the day being brought to you by Herschel, Rust, and Hayes. We're going to get updated with news this morning being brought to you by Roach Air Conditioning and Heating. Your next choice for your next HVAC job. Call Enrique Rocha today. You can take care of your existing unit. Provide new technology like the inverter-driven heat pump unit and more. 575-631-1999. Our choice for fixing our air conditioners and our heaters. Roach Air Conditioning and Heating, 575-631-1999. We'll see you tomorrow for the Thursday edition of B in the Breakfast Club. Let's get updated with news.
MTD Radio News, I'm Joe.